Hey there, everybody. It's Chief Forecaster David. We are streaming live on the Storm TV network page. We have a weather alert day in effect for tonight. It is 12:03 in the morning. We have a severe thunderstorm watch activated across several counties across our viewing area. Not just that, this severe thunderstorm watch goes until 5 o'clock in the morning, which we're going to break down here momentarily. Hey, what's up, guys? Again, Chief Forecaster David. If you guys got questions, comments, want to say hi, if you're here sticking around with me with this late night, feel free to let me know you're here in the chat. Of course, if you have any storm reports, pictures, videos, or anything, I have the links of socials in the chat mentioning if you guys have any reports of anything. Again, the links are about X, Twitter, and of course you can tag us, and that will help us, or help me at least, to know what's happening in your neighborhood. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to jump over to the green wall here, the green screen, and we're going to go ahead and break down the forecast here, as there's a lot to talk about already. I know, we just started the live stream. There's already activity happening. There's a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and jump over to this green screen. So, as we go ahead and transition, there we go. Again, very busy night tonight, so I just want to thank you if you're watching right now. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, it's 12:04 in the morning, so y'all are out amazing tonight. So, anyways, let's go and talk about the weather. So, we'll talk about the severe watch here in a moment, but you can see already thunderstorms already bubbling up across southwest Texas and towards west Texas. See all these storms? They're eventually become a cluster, and they're all going to push into our viewing area. There has been some severe weather down in this area, even severe weather back off towards the west. These are more of a northerly direction, but I believe there's going to be a shift in wind making these push off towards the east here soon. I know for sure this little area of storms will push to the north, as it's already doing so right now. This storm is very electric, a lot of lightning associated with this severe thunderstorm warning, as you can see on our map, or excuse me, with the special weather statement. It was severe moments ago, but now it's just a regular special weather statement for strong winds and maybe small hail, and right beside that another alert as well. So none of our counties here in our local area under our weather alert, but still something, of course, we're going to have to continue to watch here. Hey, Papa Smurf. It's going to be a very busy night tonight. Of course, I appreciate you tuning in to the stream. And next thing I want to go ahead and do is we're actually going to go ahead and talk about your guys' forecasts. It's kind of your 7-day forecast, but it's not just your 7-day forecast. It's in-depth forecast. So let's go ahead and jump over once again. So as you can see, we are in an impact alert mode. Let me get rid of that banner right there. It says radar. Obviously, this won't be a radar update, but we just did that 1 second ago. Let's turn this off. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. So breaking it down, we're tracking strong to severe storms tonight across the area. So as of right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings. But yes, there has been a few strong storms in our viewing area. Bexar County had a strong storm a couple hours ago. So that's the only strong storm we've had so far today. But we expect the yesterday. We expect the activity to increase as we get probably 30 more minutes to an hour from now. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some widespread storms across our area. We have a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 in the morning, which we'll break down more of here in just a moment. And then as we get into the weekend, we're tracking a big swing in temperatures ahead. So severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now for pretty much everybody across the Texas Hill Country. This also goes all the way towards West Texas, San Angelo included, and zooming it into our viewing area, the Austin, San Antonio, Williamson County, Travis, Hayes, down towards Bexar County, and every single county off towards the west under a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 in the morning. This morning, it is, I gotta remind myself, it is Saturday morning now, no longer Friday, so it's Saturday now. But again, we're going to watch this severe thunderstorm watch until 5 in the morning. Let's go ahead and break down severe thunderstorm warnings. How does it work, and what are the criteria? So for just a regular, good old severe warning, you got to have 58 mile/hour winds and or quarter-size hail that is 1 inch in diameter. Sometimes an isolated tornado could cause a severe warning, but as of tonight, doesn't look like a big tornado threat tonight, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a few considerable severe warnings this early morning, unfortunately. But again, 70 mile/hour winds possible, hail up to golf balls. The National Weather Service is saying that we may have hail maybe up to tennis balls in some spots, in some sections across the hill country. So Yeah, we're going to maybe destructive. Baseball, tennis ball size hail is destructive right there. So again, we'll have to see what happens. But right now, I'm leaning more towards a good old severe warning, a low grade warning, to a considerable tag. But could a destructive severe warning be possible? There's a chance, but still something we'll have to monitor. So tonight we have a level 2 out of 5, slight risk of severe weather for pretty much everybody across central Texas, which we'll break down more here in a moment. Just towards our northeast, I want to point this out, level 3 out of 4, risk of severe weather, as well as a 4 out of 5. There has been an ongoing tornado outbreak today for areas to our north. Unfortunately, some of these have been on the ground today, and destruction has been occurred. Hopefully, if you guys had any family members or anyone you knew that lived over there, hopefully they did not get impacted. Hopefully they didn't. So, tonight's severe weather threat, area-wide across the area, level 2 out of 5, slight risk. So, categorizing it here. So we have general storm risk, we have a marginal, and we have a slight. So all these colors you see in white, we're in it. Those colors in gray, that means we're not in it. So, what do the impacts look like? We could have hail upwards to golf balls. Maybe even, I'm gonna have to change this, tennis balls now. The Weather National Service has upgraded our hail threat now to tennis ball size potential. Also 70 mile per hour wind speeds, and in an isolated tornado, it's not, I don't know, we don't have a formal tornado threat in our area. There was some rotation earlier down towards Uvalde, so we'll have to keep our eyes on this, but these are more supercells, but eventually they'll become a cluster of storms, and that will really limit the tornado threat, be more of a wind and hail threat, but still something we'll watch. But again, tornado threat, it's not really super high. So hail threat tonight, it's 2-inch size hail are possible. This is this gray shaded color here, hail threat again. We have hail upwards to golf balls, maybe even larger. So again, we're going to monitor this closely as we have this level 2 hail threat. And as we approach tomorrow, quickly want to talk about tomorrow. This is not right, just ignore that please. But you can see parts of our eastern counties under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather. As we get to like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, we may have some storms still in our eastern zones, and they may try to re-flare up. What I mean by that is, they'll try to, as we have some heating and moisture will start to develop, and sun may come out towards the west after the storms plow through the area. There could be some heating that occurs and some pretty decent moisture, so storms may try to fire up and strengthen off towards our eastern counties. So the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting portions of our eastern counties into level 1 risk of severe weather for tomorrow. And of course, we plan to have a live stream all night long tonight going into tomorrow morning. Or, excuse me, it is tomorrow morning, into more this morning here. So we're tracking a level 2 out of 4 flash flooding risk for the northern tier of the hill country. This mainly looked like an earlier event throughout the day today, or yesterday. Looking at some past model runs here, it does hint that there could be some heavy rain training effect in our northern tier counties, so we'll watch it. But as of right now, majority of us under that level 1 out of 4 flash flood threat. And as of now for Saturday, nobody is in a threat. So as we go and take a look at your forecast in the capital city, 59 degrees tonight with 90% of our coverage viewing area going to see thunderstorms. In your backyard, 90% of us could see some measurable rain, or even most likely, severe thunderstorms, localized flooding is possible. So of course here on the Storm TV Network channel, we'll continue to track and monitor this closely here throughout the next several hours, as I will be up for several hours. Rain chances, here's our timeline, about a 50% for Saturday, then big old goose eggs Sunday through April 11th, my birthday Friday. And then taking a look at your 7-day forecast for the capital city, 63 Saturday with those morning storms. Again, some could be severe. That's supposed to say 50%, but we'll keep eyes on that. Sunday is 60 degrees. It just depends. How long do the clouds last on Sunday? If it's an all-day thing on Sunday, we'll mainly stay in the 50s across the area. If we have some sunshine closer to the evening, we may approach the low 60s, but as of right now, I'm thinking 59, 60 degrees in the capital city. And on Monday through David's birthday, we got tons of sunshine in 70s and 80s in our forecast, and not looking too bad throughout the next couple of days. But again, we just have to get through this night here where some severe weather is very, very possible. All right, here's a live look here, or was a live look. It's taking a second to load, but this is supposed to be a live look. There we go. Live look in Bee Cave. This is brought to you by KXAN. You can see low-level clouds happening right now. The camera is wet, and the ground is wet. It is raining, or has been raining over there across portions of the metro. So, again, the rain potential will continue. And you're curious, what does the radar look like right now across the viewing area? I will show you myself on, excuse me, what things look like here. So you can see not a whole lot. I guess the rain is so light it's not popping up on radar. Very interesting. But there is some pop-ups happening in Milam County. So very light shower activity happening right now. So again, keep an eyes on this. The showers, I guess, are so light it's not popping up. I mean, it is. Well, there we go. So yeah, it's popping up some light showers in northern Travis County, parts of central eastern portions of Williamson County and the Wilco area. Maybe some light showers just near Round Rocks in Georgetown. Very light showers though. Across Travis County, not a whole lot. Maybe a few sprinkles out there. That's pretty much what we're tracking. Maybe some drizzle also happening. Across Hayes County here and Guadalupe and Comal counties, indicating some showers towards the north. Again, this is, I mean, the precipitation in the metro is very low level. It's like right at the ground. So you see on your screen on the right, the clouds are so low level, the precipitation is just very light, and it's not picking up on the radar super well. So that's why we're not seeing like just straight up green everywhere like you're seeing down here. The reason why you're seeing a lot of green right here is because it's close to the radar site. But the further you go away, kind of the harder time we'll see what things look like in precipitation terms, but still something we'll watch. Hopefully that makes sense, but again, something we'll keep our eyes on. Maybe you're curious where the cold front is at, or that stationary front. It is right here where that green line is at. So again, something to watch here throughout the next little bit. Again, right in this corridor is where some of those, that's where we have that stationary front, where we were supposed to see severe weather this afternoon, which did not occur, thankfully. But now we got to deal with this severe weather event potentially later here in the next 30 minutes to an hour, or very soon than I was predicting. Wow, look at these storms. These are just angry storms. Oh, goodness gracious. We just have multiple supercells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're mostly, out here is more clusters. This is more supercellular type. And these are just very interesting. Wow. Majority of these are special weather statements. Again, these have just developed here in the last little bit. But as they continue to push more toward the northeast, they'll start to get a little bit more stronger is what we're anticipating. There's that new special weather statement you see. By the way, this is all outside of our viewing area. None of our counties here in our local area seeing severe thunderstorm warnings or any strong storm alerts. Velocity tracker here. Strong winds. Yes, there is some strong winds occurring. Again, nothing severe right now. Or excuse me. Yeah, nothing severe, nothing rotating. So some wonderful news with that. What about the hail? You may be thinking, hey, David, is there any hail with these storms? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna X-ray through this, X-ray through the radar here. It's late at night, guys. I'm losing my words. Let's go to vertical liquid here. Oh yeah, yeah. You can see multiple areas on our map here, indicating penny to maybe I don't want to say quarter-size hail. I think it's a little early to see quarter-size hail for most of these storms, but penny to maybe upward. Well, I guess we'll say quarters. Penny upwards to golf ball, not golf balls. Whoa, penny up to quarter-size hail in multiple areas you see right here on our screen. So we're watching this. I do have eyes on the National Weather Service chat, so if the National Service were to say anything or mention anything, if it's important, I'll pass it over to y'all as fast as I can and see what's going on. Once again, just multiple storms right now. Again, all of this will become a cluster, and it will be strong to severe, and that's why we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect across portions of south central Texas. So one thing I want to point out is, once again, if you guys have questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to throw that my way. As again, we plan to do coverage for a couple of hours. I mean, I just plan to do weather for a long time tonight. There might be a time here and there where I may let the radar loop itself, or I'm gonna have a graphic loop here and there, but for the next, at least next 10 minutes, I plan to yap more about the weather, and then if nothing's really happening, we're gonna do full-on coverage. I think what I'm gonna do is, once these storms get a little bit more closer, which they already are now, so Now would be a good time to take my first break, but I'm not going to because these storms are getting closer to the area. So let's go ahead and jump back to the green screen here. I want to go ahead and show you guys these severe weather threats. Once again, we're going to break it down, but not just breaking it down. I'll show you that severe thunderstorm watch here in a moment. So strong to severe storms are anticipated tonight. We already have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 5 a.m. for a majority of south central Texas here. And then tracking a big swing in temperatures. Yeah, you like the 80s and 90s? Hey, it's going to feel like fall. We got 60s and 50s for highs this weekend, and chilly, if not cold mornings across the area. Severe thunderstorm watch for a pretty good chunk of parts of central Texas, mainly west of I-35 though, out towards the big country and out towards the hill country, western hill country as well. Even parts of South Texas also included in this. So again, multiple different regions, I guess you could say, under severe thunderstorm watches. Zooming it into our local viewing area, we have a severe thunderstorm watch for Lamson, Travis, Hayes, all the way down to Bexar County. And this is the I-35 corridor, the metro, and areas out towards the west, towards Burnett, Llano, Mason, Kendall, Gillespie, Blanco counties under severe thunderstorm watches until 5 o'clock in the morning. You may be thinking, David, we have a slight risk of severe weather out in these zones too. Why is there not a severe watch? It's because conditions are not really favorable just yet for storm or severe weather potential yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if we got a severe watch probably about 2 to 4 hours from now for these areas not in this pink shaded color. But again, we'll continue to monitor and watch this closely. So let's break down a severe thunderstorm warning. How does a severe warning work? You need 58 mile per hour winds and or quarter size hail that is 1 inch in diameter. So one of those two could prompt a severe thunderstorm warning. And considerable is 70 mile per hour winds, hail to golf balls. That's about 1 inch and 3/4 in diameter. And a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, which is kind of rare. That's 80 mile per hour wind speeds and 2 inches or 2.75 of an inch. That's baseball size hail. And again, that's destructive, damaging. And threats, destructive for severe thunderstorm warnings, you need to treat those as tornado warnings, as either the hail is very threatening, which will be likely threatening, even life-threatening, as well as strong winds up to 80 miles per hour that can also do destruction. That is what? That's over a tropical storm and talking about tropical terms. So yeah, you never want to be a destructive storm, but looking at tonight's severe weather event, we're mainly going to be in this category, low-grade severe warning to a considerable, so something we'll continue to monitor here and track tonight. Here's our severe weather threat. We got a level 2 risk of severe weather for parts of pretty much everybody here in our local area. Greater severe threat still continues towards our northeast. Zooming it into our viewing area again. Severe weather window goes from right now until 11 a.m. now tomorrow morning. From looking at some latest updates here, it looks like storms could continue as late as 11 o'clock this morning. So it's gonna be a long 11 hours. Goodness. But again, if I can't talk correctly, I'm kind of curious what it's gonna look like here in 3 hours. All right, slight risk of severe weather everywhere across the area. Again, our sparse eastern counties for parts of Gonzales and Fayette County, barely out of the marginal, or barely out of the slight risk. Public gas and threats up to golf ball size, 70 mile per hour winds. Latest updates, the National Service is saying we may have hail upwards of tennis, so something we'll have to monitor, guys, here rather closely. And you see the isolated tornado threat. The reason why I'm keeping the isolated tornado threat is because earlier this evening here, we had a thunderstorm that developed near Uvalde that had some rotation in it. It wasn't like super, concerning, but it did catch the National Weather Service attention where they did mention it. So it wouldn't surprise me if we could have another storm that could try to rotate tonight. But still something, again, we'll continue to track. But again, tornado threat tonight is pretty much 0%. But, of course, when there's straight line damaging winds, it's almost very similar as a tornado, almost. With straight line damaging winds, it's more of a more wider impact than it, well, depending on the tornado rating and size. I don't know. Wind and tornadoes are very similar. All right. Next scene here. Oh, they've just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for Edwards, Kenny, and Valverde counties. That is not in our area. but we'll look at that here in a moment. We have a level 2 risk of hail right in this zone here, this gray shaded color. 2-inch size hail or larger possible. Hail up to golf balls possibly. So again, something we'll have to watch as we take a look at your severe threat tomorrow. Off towards our east, a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center is thinking, and so do the models, they're hinting that storms may try to refire up across areas in our eastern zones, where some more strides of severe storms could be possible with hail upwards to quarters and strong wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour. And I believe I even saw a little tornado threat too in our far eastern counties. So the isolated tornado threat there definitely will have to stay. We do not anticipate golf ball size hail, but wind speeds 60 to 70 miles per hour can't be ruled out. So flash flooding threat, we have a level 2 out of 4 risk for the far northern tier of our viewing area. However, everybody else except for Fayette and Gonzales County under a level 1 out of 4 marginal risk for flooding. And if for your Saturday, doesn't look likely for any flash flooding concerns. And Friday's over, it's Saturday now, so I need to change this to tonight. As we take a look at your rain chances here for tonight, it's about a 90% coverage-wise. So I'm thinking about 90% of my viewing area here. We could see some measurable rain back in our backyards. We need it, right? We're under a pretty bad drought. But 59 degrees in the capital city, severe thunderstorms, localized flooding is possible. I mean, I showed you all the radar about 5-10 minutes ago. It looked pretty concerning. Multiple storms out there. They're starting to get together. I'll show you what the radar looks like here in a moment, give you an update on that severe warning out in central West Texas. Rain chances here, it's about a 50% for our Saturday, for today, and by the afternoon, things should start to quiet out possibly. But then Sunday through David's birthday on the Friday of April 11th, looking dry. 0% rain chances are in store. So as you take a look at your 7-day forecast here from the Storm TV Network Center, we got 63 degrees for your Saturday, 60 on Sunday. So again, depends. If we have this cloud stick around a little bit longer on Sunday, we'll mainly have those 50-degree weather type conditions. But if the clouds get out of here, we'll have temperatures likely warm up to the 60s. But then by Monday through David's birthday, you see tons of sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures really warm up, 70s and 80s. Oh, and look at that. You see 39 degrees Monday morning. That ain't no typo. We got a late season front that is in our forecast. And if you're noticing, hey, David, it's kind of chilly outside for parts of the area. Well, it's because the late season cool fronts has already rolled through the area. Actually, I should say cold front because it is a cold front, which again has rolled through portions of South Central Texas. So here is a live look here as it takes a second to load. This is going to help out. It's what I'm going to be talking about once again. So you can see we got these low-level clouds right now in BK. By the way, this camera is brought to you by KXAN. But keep an eye on this. You can see we got low-level clouds, sheets of precipitation trying to occur across the area. Which again we're monitoring very, very closely. We're also starting to see some rain enter Gillespie County now, which we're going to take a look at here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and return to our green screen here. This is where, okay, so I think right now is when things are really going to start to get going. Probably 12:30 is when things will start to get going very soon. But again, let's talk about the metro real quick, and then we'll talk about areas to our west, barely to our west. We're checking these little green streamer showers is what's trying to pop up. But those low-level clouds are acting as some precipitation is falling. So the clouds are so low level, the radar beam isn't really picking it up. But if it's closest to the radar beam, we're getting a good visual, a good idea of what things are looking like. But I bet you if I looked at a camera in backdrop, it's not picking it up super well. That's why you see these random green stripes and just rain lines. That's very little precipitation. I mean, the clouds are so thick that are at the ground level, it's just not showing super well. So that's why we're watching this here very, very closely. And then we have this boundary that's stalled out across the area. See this little green line right about in this zone? That's a stalled out boundary. That was supposed to bring us some severe weather earlier today, and thankfully that did not occur. But we did have a tornado watch for Milo County earlier today. All right, so remember, about 10 minutes ago, this was a whole different scene. We had special weather statements, nothing severe. Well, new severe warning here, another severe warning over here. Look at this. We have a severe thunderstorm warning barely to the west of our viewing area. It's outside of Mason County. You see two counties, again, just to our west under severe warning. As we go ahead and take a look at this, we have a hail core with this as well. Let me see, we're going to switch over to our San Angelo radar, and this will give us a better look at things. So again, just to the south of the city of Junction, we're tracking this area where some likely large hail is occurring right now. So we go ahead and click on here. It says 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar size hail is associated with this severe warning right now. This goes for Kimball and Menard County, so again, not in our area, just to our west. This is radar indicated, so again, a decent hail core, again, coming towards downtown Junction. If you're in the Junction area, heads up, we got a pretty good storm coming your guys' way right now. And then if we go further to the west over here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Just northwest of Brackettville, 3 counties associated under the severe warning here for Kenny, Edwards, and Valverde counties in south central Texas until 1:15 with a threat of quarter-sized hail. It would not surprise me if a new severe warning were to get issued just west of there, just north of Del Rio. Starting to notice a hail force starting to intensify. So again, would not surprise me if a new severe thunderstorm warning got issued for our friends north of Del Rio. But again, 2 severe warnings in effect right now. Beginning to notice some stronger storms also developing off towards our west. This has a very interesting look here. This looks like a backwards croissant kind of. Looking at velocity here, nothing rotating, but I am beginning to notice some contamination starting to pop up on our velocity scan. So some warm air aloft is trying to come into the storm. This storm could continue to wrap itself around. We'll have to keep your eyes on for the possibility of some weak rotation, but as of now, no rotation apparent is happening now. Again, these storms are now starting to enter portions of Kendall County and parts of Gillespie County. You can see on the western side of Kendall County some slight showers happening, and in far southern Gillespie County some showers occurring. And maybe even Mason County, southwestern sections as well, seeing some showers. 87 degrees for a Thursday. Woof, that is too hot for April. Yeah, I agree. I do not want 87 degrees, but you know what? It's spring, so 87 degrees, I guess, is in the forecast, unfortunately. But yeah, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. All right. So again, this is what we're tracking right now. Just 2 severe warnings just towards our west, and there's a severe, we got even more severe warnings further to our northwest. San Angelo, let's talk about that real quick. San Angelo under a special weather statement right now. Looks like some gusty winds, I would think here. Maybe small hail, but mainly gusty winds. Gusty winds, nickel-sized hail, wind gusts, 50 to 55-mile-per-hour winds, almost a severe warning. And it goes until 1 a.m. So again, lots to watch. If you're out in Kendall County, Gillespie County, or even Bear County, it would not surprise me if y'all are seeing some lightning in the sky just from what I'm seeing on our lightning detector. If y'all are seeing some lightning in those 3 counties I just mentioned, let me know. Because it wouldn't surprise me if lightning is traveling several miles away from the parent storm. A new scan came in, it says lightning's all the way toward burning. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was occurring right now. Alright, so the city of Junction is getting hammered right now with some strong winds and a half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So the Junction area, the Junction Airport, has up a hail core right here coming right into downtown. This is literally a perfect storm to impact this area. So again, if you're in the Junction area, if y'all are just tuning into the stream, you guys are just outside of our viewing area, but you came at the right time when I'm covering this. We got a pretty good severe storm coming your way. Again, some of that purple indicating some very, very heavy rain. Tons of lightning, tons of thunder, and again, hail, something we're monitoring very, very closely with this apparent storm. As we go ahead and take a look at our velocity tracker here, highly doubt anything's rotating, nothing's rotating, and taking a look at our vertical liquid detector, goodness gracious, this is indicating hail maybe up to quarters probably. Or I'm seeing quarters possibly with the severe warning. It says half dollars, it would surprise me if this got upgraded to quarters, just from what our vertical integrated liquid map is hinting and showing here. Oh, that did not look good from what we just saw there just a second ago. But again, downtown junction, heads up. Severe storm coming your way. If you're out in Menard area, the storm is coming your guys' direction here soon. I don't really see much of a weakening trend with these storms, so things will continue. But again, 60 mile per hour wind, top dollar size hail associated with this until 1:15 this morning for Kimball and Menard counties just west of South Central Texas. And again, no severe thunderstorm warnings in our viewing area right now here in South Central Texas, except for that severe thunderstorm watch. But you can see that there are a few showers now starting to enter portions of Kendall County, parts of Gillespie County, and parts of Mason counties, which again is something that we're going to have to watch as things are starting to increase and become a little bit more widespread just a tad bit for us this evening. Alright, so you can see with our BK cam, we're a little bit rainy out there. This is brought to my KXAM, by the way. The grounds are wet. Low level clouds. Half the camera is just covered in clouds. We can barely see anything, but it kind of looks like a wall cloud, but it's not. Or actually, technically it's a wall cloud, just blocking the camera in perspective speaking, but still very interesting. Also, the clouds are moving pretty fast. The road parking lot is pretty damp this evening here. All right, so let's go ahead and break down your forecast now. As you can see, we have a strong to severe storm threat for tonight across the area. We got a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 a.m. for parts of the metro and areas towards the hill country. And then we got big time cool temperatures this weekend, 60s instead of those 80s and 90s, and less humid. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect for a good portion of the heart of Texas and parts of West Texas as well. Severe thunderstorm watch for parts of the Williamson County area towards Wilka, Travis County, Hayes County, down towards San Marcos, New Braunfels, San Antonio, Bexar County, I-35 corridor, points west, the entire hill country under a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 o'clock this morning as things continue to ramp up here. So, breaking down severe thunderstorm warnings. How does a severe warning work? You got to have 58 mile per hour winds from a thunderstorm, and or have 1 inch size hail. That is quarters. So 1 inch diameter. That's quarter size hail. That's how a severe warning gets issued. Considerable tag. That means we have 70 mile per hour winds, hail upwards of golf balls, and that's 1 3/4 inches in diameter. And destructive. That's baseball size hail, 2 inches or 2.75. That's 2.35. 1.75 inch. Whoa. Let's do that again. 2 inches. Wait, 2.75 into. How do I say it? 1 3/4 inches. 2 3/4. There we go. 2 3/4 of an inch could be possible. Out for the possibility of destructive severe warning, guys. It's gonna be a long night. I can't speak my words correctly or think correctly, but again, 2 3/4 of an inch possible. If a destructive severe warning gets issued, again, hopefully that does not happen today. Or tonight, but again, something we'll continue to monitor. We have a level 2 out of 5, slight risk of severe weather across good portions of the Lone Star State. Again, level 2 risk of severe weather for all of the hill country, all of the I-35 corridor, our far southeastern counties, towards Gonzales and Fayette County, only in a marginal risk of everybody else under a slight risk. Tonight, we have a 2 inch size hail threat, so 2 inches diameter or greater, up to baseball to tennis ball size possibly, maybe even golf balls as well. Areas in this risk have a very good chance of seeing that, especially from Burnett County down towards Kendall County, points west, even down towards Bexar County too, We'll have the better chance of seeing some of the significant hail parameters. And then tomorrow, we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather. For today, why is there a marginal risk? Well, it's because we could have some storms that may try to re-flare up this late morning. And a level 2 risk of flooding for our far northern counties. This threat will continue for at least about 5 to 6 more hours. and then a level 1 out of 4 marginal risk of flooding for good portions of our viewing area. Tonight's forecast in the capital city, 59 degrees. Again, about a 90% of our viewing area will see rain and thunderstorms. So 90% of us should see some measurable rain in our backyards when you wake up tomorrow morning, or this morning. Severe thunderstorms, and again, some localized flooding cannot be ruled out as well. Rain chances up to a 50% for Saturday, and then no rain chances Sunday through Friday. Taking a look at that extended 7-day forecast for you. Again, 90% rain chance overnight Friday, and then a 40% rain chance on Saturday with a high temperature of 63 down to 44 Sunday morning. And then by Sunday, high temperatures in the 60s. Depending on how long the cloud cover lasts, we could stay in the 50s for a lot of the area. But if the sun tries to return a little bit sooner, we could have upper 30s, or excuse me, lower 60s if the sun comes out sooner. And then by Monday through Friday, things are looking pretty toasty and warm, and tons of sunshine has returned to our forecast. So again, something we'll continue to watch here and monitor here throughout the next 7 days. And if we go ahead, let's go ahead and switch back over to full screen here. Once again, if you guys have questions, comments, or anything like that, want to say hi in the chat, feel free to do so. I have the chat right here on my phone. So, of course, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, feel free to go ahead and throw that my direction. All right, checking back on radar here. Not a whole lot happening, but pretty good storm about to impact portions of Bandaria here in just a moment. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go to, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna, let's see, what do I want to do? I want to go ahead and do, there we go. Hey everybody, so we're tracking storms again. Again, heads up in Bandaria, pretty good storm coming your guys' way here soon. Look at that. We could have some strong winds coming into Bandaria here a moment from now. Let's go ahead and check our velocity here to see if we can see some of those potential strong winds with this storm. Yeah, maybe a little tiny bit of rotation trying to happen with this storm. Nothing too broad right now, but there is a little indication of something trying to happen. Again, maybe there's strong winds associated with this. I'm not seeing much rotation. But again, as we have an opening with the storm, warmer air is trying to come into the storm, and then we'll have to see if anything can try to spin with this. As of right now, nothing too pronounced. I'm kind of curious what the next velocity scan looks like. So let's wait for our new scan here, and if it looks a little bit more concerning, we'll focus on this here. New scan came in, still showing some of that green and red, mainly strong winds, but of course this will be a storm that I will continue to watch. Again, that's out towards Bandaria area, and Bandaria County, I believe is what it's called, out there just outside of Kendall County here in south central Texas. Monitoring multiple showers across the area. We have these low level clouds producing some showers, and if you don't believe me, take a look at this live shot from Bee Cave brought to you by KXAN. As the camera takes a second to load, see those clouds? Those are low level. Look at the parking lot at Bee Cave. The entire ground is soaked from this fog and again low level clouds. And then tracking 2 severe warnings. Hey, I was right about the storm in Del Rio. I said just north of Del Rio. I would not be surprised if we got a severe thunderstorm warning. And they actually threw out a new warning. Wow, I can tell the future on when new warnings could get issued, guys. Okay, and then why is it not switching radar? And they've just updated the severe warning now. Let's see what this is talking about. Again, this is outside of our area. But they're going quarter-size hail with this, so we're watching that. These storms towards our north, or excuse me, these storms just west of Mason County. Again, these are just 1 county away from our viewing area. Severe warning southwest of San Angelo. These storms are very good looking. In Junction got some impacts with some very good storms. These storms are very, very interesting looking, as they have these kind of look like a croissant looking storm. Just looking at the reflectivity. Looking at velocity here, anything rotating, doesn't appear so, but some strong winds again occurring this morning here, early morning. But yeah, it's pretty much what we're tracking here on our weather-wise radar. Let's go to the, let's go to Wilco radar. Over towards Gerald. Anything happening? Not much, but it is showing some light showers, potentially out towards Kendall County, Gillespie County, maybe even Mason County too. But from what things are looking like right now, this storm that's in Bendaria right now could make a run towards Kendall County maybe, or even towards Gillespie County here in the next couple of minutes. So we're going to watch this closely here as these get closer to our viewing area. We've been doing nonstop coverage for about 40 minutes now. Since we're, again, I'm mainly focusing on local weather, I don't want to use all of my energy focusing on severe warnings outside of our viewing area. So as of now, I'm going to be on standby mode, so that means I'm going to let the radar and graphics loop itself. But I'm on standby mode. I'm still going to be right here. As soon as a new warning pops off, I will come back. If a severe warning gets a little bit more concerning out towards the west, like it's upgraded, I will return. If there's nothing happening in our area, we'll focus out towards the west if things get upgraded. But if storms start to enter the area even more, I'll even come back even sooner. So come back to the live stream in about 10 to 15 minutes. Probably come back, you know what, come back to the live stream at 1 o'clock in the morning if you don't want to watch the radar play itself. Or I may just have it as still radar. Yeah, I'll have it as a still radar to save lag. So come back at 1 o'clock in the morning here in about 15 minutes. We'll have more updates on the radar and storm tracking and updates in the severe thunderstorm watch. But if storms start to come in sooner than what we're thinking, or if we start to see some more storms and even a strong storm alert that could include parts of the area, we will return with more updates. But as of now, this is what we're tracking. Again, extended coverage continues here on the Storm TV Network channel at 12:59 at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'll talk to you guys here very soon and shortly. Just 1 second. I'm gonna test this out real quick. I'm trying to get a live camera at my house, and as you can see, it's not working out right now. So let me try to reposition this. Oh boy, never mind. No live camera happening. Okay, no live camera will happen because it doesn't want to work. Hey, what's up, guys? David here. A little behind the scenes here is for taking a little break. Got some cookies right here, eating away right now. Just on standby mode, waiting for storms right now. Behind me, I got the weather chats, Slack, and I got the weather alert system. Nothing too crazy right now. So what we'll do is I'm going to return you guys back to the radar. I've gotten reports, or excuse me, I've got notifications of lightning at my house, so I'm probably going to go outside and check that myself. But we are checking a storm that is now entering Kendall County. Again, live severe weather coverage. Well, I would say hopefully, but I expect storms to get really going in our area after 1 o'clock in the morning. So, continuing updates coming your way at 1 a.m. So now I will turn you back to the radar and some nice music here on the Storm TV Network channel. I'll see you guys here in about 8.5 minutes with more. Hey there, everybody. Chief Forecaster David. We're back streaming live on the Storm TV Network channel. I had to do some updates, and I think things are looking okay now. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and return back over to the graphics. I will give you all an update on what we're tracking. Let me make sure. Yeah, everything's looking okay. So let's go ahead and jump on the green screen here. Before we get to your forecast here, I want to break this down. If you guys have questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to throw that my way. All right, green screen in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we have a storm impact alert day, guys, and effects. Why? Strong to severe storms are possible for tonight. Besides that, we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 5 in the morning. Now, here's the real word besides that. Strong cold fronts is impacting portions of the area right now. Where I live at, it is 57 degrees right now. Yeah, 57. And this weekend, temperatures in the 40s and 30s. But temperatures in the 60s for the capital city. Excuse me. During my little break time, I ate too much Oreos, I think, and now it's coming back to me. Okay. Severe thunderstorm watch for a good portion of the area. Look at all those severe warnings. A lot of oranges and special weather statements. Tornado watch out towards our northeast. Keep an eye on that. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the I-35 corridor and all of the hill country points off towards the west. Again, just barely to our west. Literally, barely. Next door, we have severe thunderstorm warnings, strong storms occurring, and storms are getting closer to our area, like out in this vicinity. And we'll have a radar update here in just a moment. Breaking down severe warnings, how this will work. We gotta have 58-mile-per-hour winds and or need 1-inch size hail in diameter, which is quarters. That's how a severe warning gets issued, which we've had several of these already this evening and this morning across Texas. Considerable. I haven't seen any of these just yet, but it wouldn't surprise me. We started to see a few of these get issued. 70-mile-per-hour winds and hail upwards of golf balls. And I hope we don't have this tonight, but looking at things tonight, we could have hail upwards of tennises, so maybe some baseball to tennis ball size hail. Very possible. Storm threat for tonight, a level 2 out of 5. Slight risk of severe weather for pretty much everybody across the area. Exceptions for Gonzales and Fayette County. But again, golf ball size hail. Wind speeds up to 70 and an isolated tornado can't be ruled out. Severe weather threats, pretty much everybody will have a pretty decent, significant hail threat, but the greater significant hail threat will be in the western sections of our metro counties, going down towards San Antonio, points west. And later updates in the afternoon yesterday, it was all the way over here, but they changed it earlier this evening, or yesterday evening, to include western parts of the metro, points west. So this map has not yet been updated for some reason, but we'll get that maybe updated here in a little bit. As we take a look at your severe outlook for tomorrow, a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather for our eastern counties. Threats, we could have hail upwards to quarters, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and yes, there is even an isolated tornado threat tomorrow. So as storms start to kind of exit our area, we'll have storms will try to regenerate themselves. We'll try to redevelop, I guess you could say, out in our eastern counties as we get into about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, maybe even the early afternoon. So we're going to be on storm watch once again. I do have a weather alert day in effect for right now going into 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But from what things should look like, I may have to extend our weather alert day going until 10, maybe even 11 o'clock later this morning. Tonight's flash flood threat, level 2 risk for flooding in our northern counties, and then a marginal risk everywhere else you go. Saturday today doesn't look like much. In your forecast tonight in Austin, we had 59. We dropped it 1 degrees now. 58 is what we're going for tonight in Austin with a 90% rain chance. About 90% of us in our area, from Austin, San Antonio, Hill Country, the coastal plains, about 90% of us could see some measurable rain in our backyards. Again, severe thunderstorms, pretty widespread. Localized flash flooding is possible in some spots, so something we'll have to watch closely, of course. As we take a look at our rain chance timeline, up to a 50% Saturday, and then there's no more rain chances after that, Sunday through Friday. So your 7-day forecast here, again, cold front comes in, 90% rain chance tonight, 63 for high on Saturday, 50% rain chance in store, 60 degrees on our Sunday. Some models are wanting to keep us in the 50s for highs on Sundays, so we'll have to see what happens on that note there. Once again, if we have more clouds during the day, we'll most likely see in the 50s on Sunday. If we can see some peaks of sunshine Sunday afternoon and evening, we may hit the low 60s, but the majority of us should stay in the 50s for highs on Sunday afternoon. And as we approach Monday through Friday, tons of sunshine and the forecast, temperatures really warm up. And as we approach April 11th, my birthday, on Friday, next Friday, well, we're actually 6 days away from my birthday now. Wow. But we got temperatures in the middle 80s right now with sunshine in the forecast. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look right now over in parts of the Bee Cave area. This is take a second to boot up there. It says playback cannot continue. So we'll have to figure out what's going on here in a moment. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to return back to the radar. I got to do a few behind the scenes stuff real quick. Let's go to full screen share. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's get this taken off. Let me go double box. 1 second. Got to fix something. 1 second, fixing something real quick, guys. Once again, checking storms entering the area here very soon. Beginning as a hail core starting to develop off towards our west. Again, these storms should make these storms should make a directional turn our direction here throughout the next couple of minutes. Again, here in the next 20 to 30 minutes is when activity should really start to get going across portions of south central Texas. Already starting to see a little linear line starting to develop. So again, it's something we're monitoring here very, very closely. Interesting. Alright, 1 second. Trying to get the webcam to pull up here, but it's taking a little bit slower than what I want it to do. Let's go ahead and transition. So there we go. You can see that live camera for you in Bee Cave. We got some low-level clouds happening, but still something we'll watch, and we'll come back to that here momentarily soon. Alright, it would not surprise me if we got a new severe thunderstorm warning to get issued. We're towards Medania. I can't pronounce this. Medania, I believe, area. I'm going towards Kirk County. Just seeing some intensification with the storm. Of course, this has my attention, but as of now, looks like we'll stay a weather alert warning free in our viewing area. Unless this storm in eastern Kirk County can strengthen as it pushes to the north-northeast. And if these storms out here, if these can strengthen, we'll have to see if some severe warnings can get issued with those as well. But as of now, hail core really starting to intensify out right now near Medania, just near Kerr County. Special weather statement for penny-sized hail. As you can see, a lot of purple popping up, indicating some potentially larger hail probably with this. New scan came in. Yeah, starting to notice that closely. All right, here we go. Fredericksburg, rain ongoing in the southern section of the county, but a good little line of storms has developed from Kerrville just south of Fredericksburg. So if you're in Fredericksburg here in south central Texas, out here in the hill country, we got some rain coming your way right now, which is nice. Even portions of northwestern Kendall County also experiencing some showers right now. But again, all the heavier and more severe weather activity out just to the west of our viewing area. Again, none of our counties are experiencing strong to severe storms, but still we're monitoring all of this very, very closely. There's a whole lot of a mess happening right now across the area. Nothing much on that radar. Switching back to the New Braunfels one here. Again, all the activity just towards our west. Dang, this is a very interesting look. Just southwest of Kerr County. The storm. Wouldn't surprise me if we had some strong winds popping up with this. I mean, look at this backward. This is a croissant-looking storm. As it's a backwards croissant happening. And right in the zones where we have some of that larger hail core. National Weather Service is chatting or typing right now, so it makes me think that they're about to throw out a new severe warning for the storm, which, again, it wouldn't surprise me if we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for, I don't exactly know what this county is called, Medania? What county is Medania? That is Kerr and Real counties. So Kerr, this is Real County. Okay, that's going to be very easy to remember, I think. So Real County, wouldn't surprise me if we got a new severe warning for Real County here soon, and then over towards Kerr County. It could be in Kerr County too. So we'll have to see what they do here as this will continue to drive off towards the northeast here. Again, the National Weather Service is typing right now. I can see when they type, which I like. And they are discussing about maybe issuing... Oh wait, nope, never mind. This is some random person just saying no rain. Okay. But anyways, I'm going to be honest with you folks. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a new severe warning for this storm out here in Real and Kerr County. It wouldn't surprise me. Just looking at the storm here, just looking how strong the storm looks. I mean, you can see the classic wind structure with this. Also starting to see a little bit of hail core starting to develop. So it wouldn't surprise me. We have some hail, maybe even greater than penny size. Taking a look at our vertical integrated liquid here. Oh yeah, this is indicating some pretty decent sized hail. Definitely some pretty heavy rain in this too. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if a new severe warning got issued for this storm out here in Real and Kerr County. As I've been mentioning here in the last couple of minutes. Looking at our velocity tracker here, anything rotating, nothing's popping up. So some great news. So again, probably in the next 3 to 10 minutes maybe, we'll see if they throw out a new warning with this. Again, some strong winds associated with this. And again, the hail core area is really starting to ramp up. Yeah, live on tropics in the chat. Yeah, kind of agree on that. Indeed. Okay, just to the southwest, very good looking storm developing right now. Again, no severe warnings, no strong alerts in our viewing area, but again, something we'll continue to monitor. But here in our viewing area, parts of southern Gillespie County, northern Kendall County, showers right now, even lightning bolts popping up, and even a little thunderstorm happening right now. If we go ahead and take a look at the radar in the Granger area, any rain happening, maybe little spits of green popping up in the northern sections of the hill country. Of course, keeping eyes on this here, but again, all these strong to severe storms, all these storms right here are going to come our way, push off towards the east. And then guess what, guys? We're not done with that. There's a secondary line of storms right behind this as well. More storms back here, pushing off towards the northeast. So again, this is going to be a busy next couple of hours. Things are really starting to ramp up across portions of south central Texas. And of course, you definitely want to keep it here on the stream for further updates. But once again, it would not surprise me if we got a new severe thunderstorm warning out for Kerr County over here in parts of Real County in the next couple of minutes, because of seeing some intensification ongoing with this storm. New scan came in, still looking pretty impressive, but we do have a special weather statement in effect in this county. Again, pretty good storm coming into Gillespie County. Nothing strong or severe about that as of right now. They have let the severe warnings go, as it's 1:15 now, out for the areas west of Mason County. These storms have weakened and have gone below severe warnings, so that's some great news. But from what I'm thinking is, as these storms continue to push off towards the northeast, I think this batch of storms, which has been the most strongest so far as of now, or have not reached their maximum potential yet, these storms, these cluster storms, should make a dive towards the Texas Hill Country, even where I live at. So soon these could make a run towards where we're at, and these could pack a punch as we're already beginning to notice a storm really strengthening right now out in Real County and Kerr County. Let me even turn on our storm tracks here, and this will help me track this out. Yeah, northeast, as I have been predicting. Let's go ahead and switch to our San Antonio radar here, or excuse me, our New Braunfels radar. Yeah, this storm right here. I mean, I'm a little surprised there isn't a severe thunderstorm warning with this storm here, as I'm starting to see the trends with this storm really starting to strengthen out in Real County and Kerr County. I know I've been talking about it for the last 5-7 minutes, but it's just things are starting to strengthen. Beginning to notice an embedded hail core starting to get going. Also heavy rain. And looking at our integrated vertical liquid map here, it's also agreeing with me where some potential hail up to quarter is maybe trying to happen right now. Maybe $1/2 size hail probably, but still something to monitor. And again, something we're going to watch. Noticing the storm out here in southern Gillespie County. This storm is strengthened. All right, new update. We got a new special weather statement, including Mason County now. They just issued this. It's blinking, so they just issued a strong storm alert now for Mason County out here in the hill country. So this storm is going to push off towards the northeast here. It also includes portions of the Brady area, but of course, we don't cover Brady, we cover Mason, so let's talk about this here. Strong storm alert for Mason County for 50 to 55 mile per hour winds and nickel-sized hail. We are almost at a severe thunderstorm warning. How does a severe thunderstorm warning work? Let's go ahead and talk about this here. How does a warning work? Well, you need, there we go. We need 58 mile per hour winds and or 1-inch size hail in diameter. That is quarter size. And if we go back to the severe warning, you can see, or excuse me, our special weather statement, this is for wind gusts between 50 to 55 mile per hour winds, and again, some nickel size. So again, keep an eye on this closely. And you guys remember me talking about the storm in Real and Kerr counties? The National Weather Service does agree with me, and I can see it in the weather chat. I have the weather chat open right over here, and they are saying they're going to throw out a new severe thunderstorm warning for ping pong size hail. So yes, I was correct about this. They are going to throw out a new severe warning. I've been talking about this for the last maybe 10 minutes now, saying this needs to be severe, and now we're getting they're agreeing with me up to ping pong size hail. And there we go. My weather radio, guys, is about to go off because we have a severe warning in Gillespie County. It's out in the hill country, so you guys are about to hear my weather radio. I'm going to let it alert itself and tone itself out. But again, we have a new severe warning now in Gillespie County here in south central Texas. We'll break down the latest details coming up here in just a moment. My weather radio is going to go off any second now.
Has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Bandera County, Kerr County,
I was right.
southwestern Gillespie County, northeastern Real County until 2:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. At 1:18 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Lost Maple State Natural Area, 7 miles north of Vanderpool, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard: ping pong ball size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Locations impacted include I-10 near the Kimball-Cook County line, Tividale, Ingram, Kerr Wildlife Management Area, Waltonia, Hunt, Mountain Home, the intersection of I-10 and US 290, Vanderpool, Kerrville, Lost Maple State Natural Area, Kerrville Shriner Park, Harbor, and Fredericksburg. For your protection,
All right, so again, that was got toned out because a new severe warning just got issued for Gillespie County here in central Texas. We do not cover Kerr County, but since this is coming our direction, we're going to cover Kerr County this evening or this early morning. So people in Fredericksburg, we got a thunderstorm coming your way. This is not a severe warning. So again, people in Fredericksburg, you guys are not seeing a severe. You guys are in a severe warning, but this is not a severe storm. It's a good old storm that is strengthening on top of y'all. But again, no severe storm coming to Fredericksburg just yet. Just want to point that out. Where the strongest and where the more of the concerning, more of that severe storm is at is well down here. As we've been talking about for the past 10 to 15 minutes, I've been saying, hey, this storm is strengthening. I would not be surprised if we had a severe warning. I kept saying that for like 10 times in a row in just 15 minutes. And here we go. New warning got issued, as expected. And as needed too. Again, up to ping pong size hail associated with this severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is out in portions of Kerr and Real counties in south central Texas here. Again, decently sized hail core. Again, where's the hail core? Where's the hail happening? It's where this pink shaded color is at. And that's where we have some of the largest and the heaviest precipitation occurring in the storm, in the severe warning here in central Texas. So again, here in our local viewing area, Gillespie County, including Fredericksburg and Harper, under a severe warning. Again, Kerr County, Kerrville, we do not cover, but since the storm is coming in from the southwest, we will cover this because of this very intense storm up the ping pong. So again, monitor this closely, and it did mention, did not mention anything about wind, but it says near 50 mile per hour wind speeds. So it would not surprise me if the wind gusts in the storm were to increase, strengthen, because I'm beginning to notice the storm is having a backwards croissant look. It looks like a croissant to me. It's going to push off towards the northeast here. And if we go ahead and take a look at our Doppler wind speeds here, or the wind tracker, there is some rotation starting to occur slightly. This is more gusty winds, I should say. Up to 48 mile per hour winds, 51 mile per hour wind speeds. So yeah, we're keeping eyes on this closely here. Let's go ahead. This is what this looks like here. I'm going to go ahead and get to this velocity. What's this hinting? Okay, that does not help me. So once again, beginning to notice a little weak embedded area of rotation. It's probably just some contamination happening with strong winds, but of course, every time I see red and green and it's bright colors, we got to be careful. But again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now for Kerr, Real, Vandalia, and Vandalia. I can't be right. Let me read this. Severe warning for Vandalia, Kerr, Gillespie, and Real counties. Again, this is in Gillespie County here in south central Texas, so that's why we're live in the air, obviously. Until 2:15 for hail upwards to ping pong size. And then we got this newly alert that has gotten issued as well. About 1 minute before the severe warning got issued, we had a special weather statement issued for Mason County. Doesn't look as strong anymore, but they've issued it for strong winds for 50 to 55 mile per hour winds and nickel-sized hail with this. So again, we're monitoring this closely here as this continues to push off towards the northeast here. But once again, only one active severe warning here in south central Texas. I do expect the activity to continue more in coverage here as it's already happening now. I mean, we have tons of storms. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell which exact storm is the most concerning. And as of right now, it's mainly the leading edge of these storms, whether it's either strong or it's either severe. It's creating hail, it's creating some wind damage. So again, just a whole lot happening right now this evening for parts of our viewing area. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and return back to our new Brussels radar here because this is the closest radar. Looking at the new radar scan, this looks concerning. I'm going to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if we're seeing maybe hail much larger than ping pong size, probably. Just looking at how intense this is looking, again, it wouldn't surprise me if we had some hail, maybe even upwards to maybe golf balls. I mean, just looking at this, looking at our vertical integrated liquid here, so showing more of a massive area, more in-depth area, so it's in more agreement with me on my golf ball proposition there. So there's that. Of course, I have eyes on the chat, so if you guys have questions, comments, let me know where y'all are most worried and where you guys are tuning in from. Please let me know, so I can keep an eye out in your area. Or if you got questions, comments, stuff like that, feel free to throw that my way. Again, we plan to do live for several hours here. We've been live for an hour and about 30 minutes now, and I continue to plan to be here for a couple more hours or so. We're beginning to see some black. So guys, I just told you a minute ago, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we got some golf ball sized hail, maybe trying to come out of this storm. This storm is really trying to strengthen. Getting more interesting in the coverage area. Yeah, things are getting significantly more interesting over here. Again, guys, you're just tuning in. The weather is just starting to get real across portions of south central Texas. Get it? Real County under severe warning. Things are getting real. Yeah. And in parts of Gillespie County, Kirk County too, and even Bend Area County is included as well. One of the things I looked at called MRMS Radar Composite has estimated hail size and shows around 1.5 inches. So yeah, potentially going up towards that route of golf balls possibly. So something to watch. Looking at our velocity scan here, doesn't look like rotation. I know you see that green. That's indicating some very strong winds, but of course an area we'll have to monitor. So yeah, he's saying, he's also helping me out too in the chat. He's also saying the hail threat's increasing significantly. And see this update here. Blue. 58. Just saw 57 mile per hour wind speeds coming out of this severe warning. I mean, this storm is packing a punch right now. And this looks very interesting, as I keep saying. We got some warm air coming into the storm. Can we try to see something rotate? As of now, we're not really forecast to see much of rotation. The clouds are so high in the atmosphere. The updrafts are humongous, and it's so high up, it has made it to the cold air loft in the atmosphere. So tonight's threat is mainly large hail and damaging winds, not so much a tornado threat. Since it's so high up in the atmosphere, it's mainly in the cold air vector area, and that's where and why we're seeing more of a large hail threat tonight than more of a tornado threat. But I do have the isolated tornado threat in the forecast, just to be safe, obviously. But again, this storm, oh my gosh, you can see this, it even has a bow factor right here. See this little bow right here? And this is a strong wind impact, so probably some damaging winds trying to occur just towards the tough area right now over here in south central Texas. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if we got some updates here soon of maybe even upgrading the severe warning to maybe a considerable tag possibly. Up towards Fredericksburg, we had some rain. Rain is just to the north of y'all now. Your radar is indicating 1 3/4 inches, so that's about a considerable severe warning. So that means it's a bad severe storm. That's what his radar is showing. New scan came in, still looking very interesting. The black has disappeared. Still a pretty decent hail core with this here. Oh my gosh. That is some very strong winds. 53 mile per hour winds, 59 mile per hour wind speeds with this severe warning here. And why are we getting strong winds? Why are we getting strong winds? See this here? We got warm air, so where it's kind of warm, there's no storm. We got inflow coming to the storm, trying to help strengthen the storm. Sometimes it kills the storms, but in today's environment, it's helping out the storm, which is not what we want, because this increases our hail threat. It also increases our wind speed potential and tries to expand the storm even more and could potentially bring up to some of that golf ball size hail possibly, as what we've been predicting. So inflow, warmer air coming into the storm where we got cold air aloft. After we got all that large hail, again, warm air coming in, meeting with the cold up in the atmosphere, 32,000 feet, well up into the thunderstorm. This is where we likely have some of the largest of the hail right now, as we got warm and cold air meeting up together, and right in the middle, that's where we have a damaging wind threat. And again, we don't have a tornado threat, but just looking at this storm here, I would just, in my honest opinion here, I would treat this as a tornado warning. Why am I saying this? It's because of the hail threat and the wind threat. And I made a post about this earlier saying if you're under severe warning, I would treat it as a tornado warning. Why? Because the hail's going to be very large and the wind will be quite significant in a lot of parameters. And looking at tonight's threat, yeah, it's verifying. So what I don't recommend is, again, this is not a tornado warning, so you don't have to go to your tornado shelter or anything like that. But I recommend if y'all go to like your interior of your home is what I recommend. Stay away from walls, windows, and doors. All right, they just updated the severe warning. Ping pong size hail still. Wow. This is moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Wow. So, yeah, this storm is packing a punch. Moving to the northeast right now. We do have a few. Oh, we even have a storm chaser on this storm as well. A few storm spotters in this. So, things continue to get more concerning. We'll have updates. Yeah, the storm is packing a punch indeed. Very concerning looking storm. Looking at velocity once again. Goodness gracious. We're already seeing the strongest of the winds so far. I just got a lightning notification on my phone, or from my phone. 50, 60 mile per hour wind speeds in this storm. I mean, this storm, I think what they should do is, in my honest opinion, this corridor right here in this storm, the southern part of the storm where you have that curvature as a clear indicator, when there's a bow effect like this, strong winds is likely occurring. So, right in the middle of the storm, in the large hail threat, in the northern part of the storm, good old thunderstorm, large hail in the middle, and strong damaging winds on the south side. So, it's kind of three different events in the storm here. So, severe storm winds, well, I don't know, 60 mile per hour winds down here, 40 to 50 mile per hour winds where we have the large hail up to ping pongs, and then further north, mainly just rain, maybe a special weather statement. That's my little thinking, but still something we're watching. That's my thinking, I guess you could say, with the alert cutterizing, but they have this obviously extended out for this core to push to the northeast. So again, if you're in this section here, nothing bad yet. And looking at a new scan, this is just really intensifying. We're even starting to see a hail core starting to develop down here. Goodness gracious. Up to, okay, yeah. What is your radar estimating now? Very curious. Looks like we have potentially 3 different areas of large hail happening right now. This is just bizarre. Damaging wind threat, again, is very, very concerning. We should get a new scan here in about 10 to 30 seconds from now. Let's see, it's 1:30 when it was last updated. It's 1:33, so maybe it already came out. I don't know. But just seeing this bright green, that's extremely, very concerning to me. Very concerning to me. And the National Weather Service is not mentioning anything about this. New scan came in. Goodness, we got blue popping up too. This is just some very, very strong winds. 61, 64 mile per hour wind speeds right now with this storm here. 64.9, so about 66 right there. 66 mile per hour wind speeds right now, guys. You want to be indoors if you are on this severe warning. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now for Kerr County and Gillespie County. Gillespie County here in south central Texas, we got a severe warning for. Beginning to notice a small little hail core starting to ramp up just to the west. We'll keep eyes on that storm for you folks this evening. But again, severe warning in Kerr County. This is in Gillespie County too. If you're in Gillespie County, no severe warning yet. But you are under severe warning. But the severe warning or the severe storm in prior is not in the county yet. It's right here. So you got about another 10 to 15 to 10 minutes until this comes in your guys' direction. So if you're out in Gillespie County, please prepare now. If you have not, you know what? All right, areas that are in this pink shaded color across south central Texas. If you have not yet moved your vehicles away from the sky, move it under a tree. If you don't have a, well, okay, here's what I recommend. Get your car in a safe place. Tonight, a very large hail threat is going to occur. We're already seeing ping pong sized hail already barely to the south of our area, again, it includes Gillespie County. So, again, the best area for very large hail will be out in this area, in the hill country. So again, if you have not yet got your vehicles protected or moved them in a safe area where hail damage or strong wind damage can't damage your vehicle, now's the time to do it, as the big main event is about to come here soon. So again, mainly out towards the hill country, and I would do just to be safe out in the metro. If you have not yet done this, move your vehicles into a garage, a carport, move it away from the open. At least try to cover it. Maybe even, I know some people like to put tarp on their windshield. Hopefully you're lucky and it's small hail, but I don't know. But that's the latest with that. Again, severe watch until 5 a.m. It is currently 1 in the morning. We got 4 hours left. 3.5 hours left until it's gone. Alright, so once again, severe warning in effect for Gillespie County here in central Texas. Again, Gillespie County is a county we cover. We do not cover Kerr County, but we are covering this here because, well, the severe warning's in Kerr County. It's coming our way, so I'm doing a little of a extended coverage here before this comes into our viewing area. So take a look at our velocity here. Let's take a look at how strong the winds are here. I mean, the winds are just insane. Goodness gracious. 62. I just saw 70 mile per hour wind speeds. This is just radar. Radar's. There we go. 70 mile per hour wind speeds. This is radar indicating 70 mile per hour wind speed. So it wouldn't surprise me if we got a considerable severe warning. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this storm is angry. This storm is mean, and it's coming right towards Kerrville. All right, if you're in the city of Kerrville, I'm sorry. Y'all got impacted by, what, golf ball-sized hail literally about 2 weeks ago? We're tracking another storm with ping pong-sized hail coming your way. This does not look good for people in Kerrville. So if you live in Kerrville, please get ready to take cover. If you know anybody that's in Kerrville, please share the stream to them immediately because we're focusing on this area right now. Or tell them that a big old storm is coming their way with very large hail coming to the northeast. So could make a direct hit towards Kerrville, which we don't want. Hopefully it stays to the north of Kerrville, but we'll see what happens because we don't want to repeat of what was it? Baseball sized hail? Maybe it was tennis ball sized hail. I wasn't sure exactly what that hail was, but it was very large hail. But one thing I find very fascinating with the storm is we have inflow warm air coming to the storm. So this is creating the hail threats right here as we got cold air aloft. Warm and cold air aloft meet, boom, hail, wind. And with that, the hail threat is just going to continue to increase. So does the wind threat. Look at this. Starting to see a hail core really starting to intensify back up towards the west of this storm. I'm going to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if we got a new severe warning probably if things continue to strengthen up back towards the west. We may get a new warning here in about 10 minutes probably. We'll see. I was right about this storm going severe, and it's been severe for quite some time now. 1:39 is the current time right now. 1:40 is the time we're approaching here. Again, good looking storm just to the southwest of Kerrville. So once again, Kerrville about to see another hailstorm. That's gonna not be fun. Alright, it looks like they've issued a new no, they did not. Where is it? Did this get issued? Where is it? Is this it? No, I guess they didn't issue a new special weather statement. But I need to talk about the storm in Mason County real quick because we cover Mason County too. Special weather statement in Mason County, guys. Doesn't look too concerning to me, in my opinion. But there's some strong winds potentially, 50 to 55 mile per hour winds, and some nickel-sized hail associated. I just heard thunder. I hear thunder in the distance right now. I live all the way in northeastern Llano County. I live right over here, and I'm hearing thunder right now. And there's nothing on the radar where I live at. Why am I hearing thunder? Man, these storms. So if I'm hearing thunder from where I live at, I'm on the way east of these storms. If I'm hearing thunder this far out, these storms are packing a punch. You know today is a decent shot of severe weather. If I continue to hear thunder, I'm going to do a live report outside. So if I hear thunder one more time, I'm going outside. I may even be sleeping outside. You know what I mean? Unless severe weather, but not when it's super impactful to people. That's not when it's fun. It's only fun when it's out in the open field, right? All right. Goodness gracious. Actually, if anyone's watching in Kerr County or Gillespie County, did y'all just hear like a big boom of thunder? If y'all did, I'm kind of curious. Because if you heard a big boom of thunder, I'm kind of curious if that big boom traveled several miles away from the storm. I'm kind of curious because this storm is the strongest I've seen so far all day today here in Central Texas, or South Central Texas. So we're watching it. So again, I was hoping that this would miss Kerrville. It ain't missing Kerrville. That's going to impact northwestern side of town, maybe even direct hit. So if anyone's in Kerrville, please hunker down. We got very large hail coming your way right now. If you're watching in Kerrville, hunker down. If you know anyone that lives in the city of Kerrville or in Kerr County or Gillespie County, please share the broadcast to them, as I'm trying to keep people up to date and informed on what's going on. Or you can tell them yourselves. Maybe faster to do that. Just tell them yourself, saying, "Hey, bad storm coming your way. You need to take cover. Hopefully your vehicle's safe, because yeah, it's not looking good." Again, just 2 weeks ago, just about, we had over golf ball size hail in Kerrville, and here we go again tonight, where another chance of very large hail coming towards your guys' direction. But yeah, severe warning for ping pong size hail for Kerr in Gillespie County until 2:15 this morning. Ping pong size hail. There's even a campsite over here too. Wow, I hope nobody's camping right now, because it's the weekend, so people probably are camping. Earlier got up to 2.20. Okay, 2 inches and a quarter. Okay, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we had So I'm reading the chat here. One of he's kind of like a forecaster for storm. Or graphics designer, I should say. He, on his radar was indicating hail over golf balls. So it wouldn't surprise me that it's happening right now in the storm, or has been happening. Take a look at velocity here, because we're starting to see some warm air coming into the storm. As we continue to see more warm air coming into the storm, the hail threat continues. We somehow need this gap to close. If it closes, the storm will have a chance to weaken, but as of now, I don't see the storm weakening anytime soon, at least for the next 15 to 25, I don't want to do 25 minutes. Let's say next 10 to 20 minutes. I don't really see the storm weakening very much. Tracking another storm behind there. This storm has weakened considerably, but still packing a punch. Mason County under special weather statement right now. Keeping an eye on some more storms towards our southwest, down towards far west Texas near Mexico. Gonna have to monitor that. Once again, just moments ago, I heard thunder where I live at. And if you look at the radar in the Lake Buchanan area, this little kidney-shaping thing here, I heard thunder. And there's not even a storm near me. These storms are traveling very, very quickly. And they're big storms too, by the way. Maybe slightly weakening now. Let me check. Once again, if you guys have questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to throw them my way. If you guys want me to view a particular area on a radar, what's the weather happening in your area, let me know. I'll look that up. Or not look it up, I'll show you guys it. And then, also kind of curious where y'all tuning in from. If you're tuning in out in the hill country, please let me know where you're at, especially in the hill country. If you're in Kerr County, please let me know if you're watching in Kerr County. If you're watching in Gillespie County, let me know. I'm gonna be honest. If you're in any of these if you're in this yellow shade of risk, and never mind. I was gonna say if you're in the yellow, oh, it's not okay. Never mind. But if you are in a severe thunderstorm watch, hopefully you know. But if you are under a severe watch, please let me know where you're watching from because I'll probably how it usually goes is when someone tells me where they're exactly at, I specifically just stick on focusing on weather in that specific location if it's a bad storm. So if you are under severe warning, let me know. But overall, for the meantime, I plan to stick around. Look at this. We even have a storm spotter. Wyatt. We got Wyatt. Northeast of Ingram. We have Wyatt in the storm. So you could be seeing some impacts of hail right now. It does look like the storm is weakening just a little bit. But not considerably. My thinking with the storm is maybe up to ping pong size hail. And that storm spotter is now activated. So that means he is awake now. He is working. Is this storm headed towards Temple? Let's go ahead and take a look here. So, severe warning. It says this storm should make a direct hit towards Kerrville, a direct hit towards Fredericksburg, maybe heading towards Burnett County. With the latest idea here, this storm can continue to hold itself. Kind of looks like it could make a direct hit towards Temple, probably. Again, a lot of ironing out still. This storm is moving at about 60 miles per hour. So this will probably take about an hour to 2 hours from now. If this storm can continue to hold itself together or still be a storm, in about an hour and a half, it should be, well, probably about 30 minutes is too short. Let's go 60 minutes to maybe 80 minutes, somewhere in that time frame. I'm thinking if the storm is still existent, if it's still severe or strong, it should make a direction towards Temple if it continues to have the pattern and the shift like this towards the northeast. But again, we're watching it. Also, quick update in your radar area in Temple here. What I'm kind of curious. Is it like foggy outside for you? Are you experiencing like showers or anything like that? Speaking of showers and foggy weather, take a look at this, guys. Here's a live look brought to you by KXAN. This is a look in Bee Cave. The camera's going to take a second to buffer here, but you can see off towards the distance we got some of those gray clouds. The parking lot is wet. Of course, I have to go on here and manually click play, right? Play video. Alright, a second. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We got low clouds indicating it's, I guess, potentially fog. The ground is soaked. It's one of those nights where, yeah, you should sleep. But still, good looking storm out there right now. So yeah, hey, what's up, guys? David here. Monitoring all of the conditions for y'all. There's a whole lot of stuff happening. Again, the weather is just beginning to get real right now. Again, this is just phase one. We're expecting a lot more phases into this. It wouldn't surprise me if we got a round 2 potential strong to severe storms here across the area. Okay. It looks pretty clear to me. Maybe a little foggy, no rain at all. Okay, yeah. So anyway, it wouldn't surprise me if it's foggy over there. Maybe drizzle probably, but no rain. Good to know. I'm curious, did you ever hear the thunder? Colleen is not, or excuse me, Temple is, well, Temple's about half an hour for me. Just about, maybe an hour. I don't know if you heard the thunder or not. Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be crazy if you heard the thunder. It'd be crazy if the thunder traveled that far. But, I don't know. If you ever hear thunder or anything like that, let me know. If you hear thunder, that means these storms are just, this would be insane if you hear thunder. Okay, Okay, what's the next thing here? Once again, if you guys have comments, questions, stuff like that, feel free to throw them in the chat. Of course, if you know anybody that's in the severe watch zone for tonight or experiencing severe weather tonight, or you know they're going to be seeing some severe weather tonight, feel free to share the broadcast as I'm trying to spread the word as best as I can. There will be a time here and there because, you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 2 in the morning. There might be a time here and there where I may like freeze up on a word or maybe forget the meaning for a brief second. So, again, bear with me. Tonight's what's keeping me running is the severe thunderstorm watch that we're under, and Dr. Pepper. I'm a big Dr. Pepper person, so Dr. Pepper is helping me run tonight. So shout out to Dr. Pepper. I had to add something and take a quick pause on focusing on weather, you know, for a second. All right. Thank you for covering this live. You're the only one man coming in clutch. Well, thank you. Yeah, just me tonight. Typically, we have a whole team, but the whole team is just, well, most of the team is focusing on national weather this evening, or it's morning, not evening. It's 2 o'clock in the morning almost. It's morning. But most of my other team members are focusing on national weather or sleep. When it comes to severe weather happening in the local area, I obviously can't go to sleep. I have to be awake for it. I can't just go to sleep. But yeah, you're welcome. No thunder, but I think it has a little drizzle now that you said. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that there would be some drizzle happening in your vicinity. Alright, Love and Tropics is mentioning that there's another storm following the track of the severe storm. Yeah, I've been talking about this for about 15-20 minutes now. The storm had developed a hail core in a weekend, and then now it's starting to strengthen a little bit from what you are saying. So what I will do is may hit the exact same area, which if it does, this could be potentially not good. Maybe even a flooding threat could start to ramp up. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. So as we jump back to the green screen here, again, he noticed, and I've been noticing as well, the storm back up towards the west is actually in the severe thunderstorm warning zone, which I find very interesting here. So again, we have a severe warning for this storm right here. This storm is not severe. Not severe, but it has entered the severe warning with even some small hail starting to pop up on the radar. So, it wouldn't surprise me if we got some quarter-size hail trying to develop embedded with this storm out here in Kerr County, approaching Gillespie County. All right, so this next phase here is where I really have to focus on the local area. So, Gillespie County, we cover. Looks like some small purples are popping up now, so the leading edge of the hail core is starting to enter portions of Gillespie County. So this is where I have to be more focused on the area. Let's see here. Okay, got that taken care of. Question is this: will they extend the severe warning? Fun fact: I have a thing that meteorologists can only have. It's Storm Spotters. It's weather chat. And I have access to it, so I'm keeping eyes on what they're saying and what they're predicting. I usually know several minutes in advance of if a new warning will get issued. As of now, nothing has been mentioned. And they just updated the severe warning. Nothing new in the chats. What is this new update about? Still ping pong size hail. Okay, new updates. We have two storms that are severe. This is for ping pong size hail. Both of these storms are for ping pong size hail. I'm thinking more quarters on this. Definitely ping pong here. Definitely quarters here. But they're saying both of these are ping pong, so well, I'll follow what they're saying. Ping pong size hail with both of these storms, quite possible right now. Again, one severe warning for two strong storms. This is very wild. But again, the stronger storm right now is just north of Kerrville. So it looks like Kerrville maybe got lucky. It wouldn't surprise me if Kerrville did experience some small hail, but just to the north of y'all, that's where we have this embedded hail core. Again, about moderate size hail probably happening. So maybe quarter size. Oh no, they're considering ping pong size. So I guess we're going ping pong size with this. Again, I'm mainly thinking quarters, but they're saying ping pong, so we'll treat it as ping pong size hail still occurring. It wouldn't surprise me further down south here if this continues to strengthen. further to the northeast. But again, ping pong size hail now starting to enter southern sections of Gillespie County. Again, this is pushing off towards the northeast, and we'll continue to monitor it. All right, again, I got eyes on that chat. Again, if you guys got questions, comments, or anything, feel free to let me know. If you guys want to tell me where you're tuning in from, that'd be great. So I have a general idea on where some of our viewers are tuning in from this not evening, it's morning. Good morning, guys. And let's go ahead here. So let's see. I'm in Bruceville, Eddy, south of Waco. It's getting rough out here. You're the only one reporting on this at 1:55 in the morning. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I think most people are asleep right now. I'm sure there's probably your local TV stations. If you watch some of your local TV stations, they're probably awake. They're probably on standby mode is probably what I'm going to think. They're probably on standby mode. They're waiting for crazy severe storms probably. I mean, that's what I would hope. But yeah, we actually have another viewer that's near the Waco area too. I've noticed this. A lot of y'all in the Waco area. I cover Austin, San Antonio. I do not cover Waco, but I may have to start covering Waco more, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to expand the viewing area more, probably. Since this is an online TV network, technically, I could pretty much do whatever I want. Almost. But anyways, Waco area, we got some streamer showers popping up. So this is some light precipitation happening. Again, I've got some reports of some potential fog happening, starting to grow from south to north as it's warm. I mean, or not, it's not warm. Temperatures are in the 50s where I live out here. I live near Lake Buchanan, so temperatures right now is 57, according to my personal weather station. So it's a little chilly, kind of. Well, I'm trying to speak Texas terms. A lot of my teachers, a lot of people, I ask them, is 50-degree weather cold? Is that chilly? And they say yes. So I'm saying it's chilly, but to me, it's not. But, well, me just saying, I don't know. All right, next scene, please. But again, keep an eye on the shower potential. Again, the fog is starting to grow across the area with light showers and drizzle ahead of some strong storms here coming soon. It's getting bad here. It's getting bad here. It's 25 miles south, down 35. With the fog potential or the rain? Down towards I-35, 25 miles here south. So again, I assume this is this Bell County? I think this is Bell County. Again, I don't know much of the counties north of our viewing area. I'm pretty sure it's Bell. Is this Bell? One of these two are Bell County. All I know is Bell County is one of those two counties. Again, I'm gonna have to start learning counties up here. I am hearing thunder right now. And my only idea of me hearing thunder right now is coming from the storm over here in Gillespie County. I don't know. And by the way, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Coming up here in a few minutes or so, I plan to do a live report outside in the stormy weather. Yeah, I'm going to go outside. It's going to be fun. I love storms, so that's why we're live. All right, so I got several comments to read here. Pretty confused about the rotation like signatures because no tornadoes are supposed to occur today. Yeah, no tornadoes are anticipated to happen. I've actually included the tornado threat this evening, it's the morning. How it goes in my brain is I have to go to sleep and I wake up, it's a new day. I just can't continue staying up all night and my brain just thinks it's evening still. It's morning. Good morning, guys. But yeah, I have an isolated tornado threat center forecast. I mean, they were noticing in the weather chat earlier, they were noticing some rotation near Uvalde earlier when storms first initiated. So it's a good idea I kept the isolated tornado threat. Now I noticed some weak rotation tried to occur with the storm right here, but of course it's weekend in the rotation department, which again is some lovely news. There we go. Yeah, for real only one covering this on YouTube. This is my I can't even talk. Man, your big news station isn't covering this either? Are they doing like a radar loop or anything like that? Are they showing the radar or anything? I'm kind of curious. Is there a radar? Oh my gosh, why is my alarm going off? How do I turn this off? not turning off. What the heck? What is... What's... Oh, it's my alarm clock. What? Oh, okay, by the way, so behind the scenes, guys, I have 2 different clocks over here. And, last night, we had a supercell potential out towards Mason County last night. And I was going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, which I did. And no supercells happened. And, I woke up for no reason. But I guess I forgot to turn off my alarms. Device will restart in 24 hours. Okay. Alright, I'll have to contact corporate on that. Okay. Alright, back to the chat here. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, glad we figured out that problem, right? Alright, so wow, it's growing fast. Winds are high and growing. So the winds are increasing over there? Okay. I don't know what to say about the winds, but what I can tell you is some of this green is starting to expand in coverage. That's all I can tell you. Oh, thunder. Oh my. I don't know if y'all saw this, but my electricity light bulb like flickered. Whoa. Oh, this is saying a storm will barely miss me. Ooh, I got chills. Tonight is going to be interesting. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is saying barely going to miss me. Okay. No one, nothing. Wow. Power just went off 3 seconds and back on. Wait, your power went off? What? Is it because of the strong winds? Might be because of the strong winds. I'm kind of curious what the winds are. For some reason my heart is like beating faster. I don't know what's going on. This always happens when it comes to severe weather. Every time I hear thunder, my heart will start to beat faster because I get anxiety, guys, when it comes to storms. You're probably surprised to hear that, but I get anxiety. Now, where did my mouse go? This is not a good sign. I'm starting to lose everything. Okay, it's on my bed for some reason. Oh wait, 1 second. I need to turn on the weather chat because it's going to sleep on me. Well, once again, keep the comments rolling. If you guys got questions, comments, want me to view a radar in a specific location, I will do so. I'll pretty much do anything you do. I'm just the person here on screen that wants to listen to what you have to say. So technically, y'all are the entertainers for me. I'm just here to present and feedback in the chat. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to refresh my YouTube real quick on my phone so I can get the live stream chat update faster. And then we'll talk more about these storms. So this should take like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, we're at 988 subscribers. Wow, thank you guys. Fun fact, my birthday is April 11th on Friday. Will we hit 1K before my birthday? We'll see. We're just 12 away. I can't believe I'm saying we're 12 away. So, anyways, thank you everybody that's subscribed this evening to the channel. By the way, folks, we don't just cover Central Texas weather. We also do national weather. So anyone that's watching not in Central Texas, we do cover national weather too. So don't worry if this weather seems boring to you. Well, quick update on national weather. There's a confirmed tornado right now in Arkansas. Wow. So, confirmed tornado. Okay, we're going to take a quick pause real quick, and I'm going to read this real quick. So we have a confirmed tornado right now in Arkansas. Because, by the way, guys, this YouTube channel is not just Central Texas weather. It's also national, but you know me. I'm a local guy. Storm viewing area, guys. We have Storm National, or Storm TV Network. We cover the entire United States. But we have like these many little affiliates TV stations across the United States, and Storm broadcasts from the Austin area. So it would kind of make sense why there's a storm Austin, San Antonio. That makes sense. Alright, I can't believe I'm breaking this down in a confirmed tornado, but again, the whole point of the stream is not focusing on national weather, it's focusing on Austin area weather in San Antonio. So, quickly gonna break this down real quick. Anyone curious about this confirmed tornado? It's for, wow, I can't pronounce this. Crittenden? Ooh, I feel bad saying that wrong. In Cross County, it's still 2:15 in the morning. This is a confirmed tornado. QLCS type tornado. You see how this is like a line? It's like a squall line. I believe that's what's happening with this storm. With this line of storms, we got QLCS type tornadoes trying to occur. So little tiny tornadoes are trying to develop. I do see the chat. I'll read that in just 1 second. Can I see the rotation? I do not see rotation. Are we sure we have a tornado on the ground? Who said radar confirmed tornado? Where? Correlation coefficient. Coefficient, excuse me. I don't see the confirmed tornado. Is it this area right here? It might be, I don't know. Okay, glad we're not focusing on national weather because I am not built to focus on national weather right now. Alright, let's return back to the lovely local Texas area. Golf ball size hail in the Wichita Falls area. Wow. That's a little too far north. Let's go back down to the coverage area. Alright, let's read the chat. Severe warning in Eastland. Okay. I was in Eastland this weekend. Oh boy, I was trying to not focus. Okay. I'm in North Austin near the Pflugerville area. I hope we don't get any of these nasty storms this morning. At least you're saying morning. I keep accidentally saying evening. But anyways, morning, yeah. These storms could make a run towards... Say that again. These storms could make a run towards the Austin area. These are saying a direct hit towards Austin, which I find very interesting, or this little cluster down here. So these are pushing off towards the north-northeast, so we'll see what happens. I'm beginning to notice tons of isolated activity starting to get going. Very interesting. I think the shower activity is going to continue to expand in coverage here throughout the next little bit. More thunder. We may have to do a live report outside here in probably about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go outside. It's going to be fun. We're going to get some lightning shots. Hopefully it's not cloud ground lightning. If anyone's in these storms down here, let me know if it's cloud ground lightning. I hope it's not. It's still a good ways away, but I hear it. It looks nasty. Okay, you do hear the thunder. So people all the way towards south of Waco and the Temple area, we're getting some reports of being able to hear some thunder. Where I live at Llano County, we can hear it very clearly. I don't know if y'all can hear it by microphone. If y'all can, let me know. You probably don't, but if you do, I might be a little surprised. Alright, so this storm still looks pretty nasty. The storm down here heading towards Kerrville does not look like it needs to be severe. It mainly looks like a heavy rain threat. If any hail's coming out of it, maybe pea-sized hail. But just towards the southwest of Fredericksburg, right in this area, is where we still have a pretty decent hail core. Maybe hail, maybe near ping pongs, but still something we're watching. It would not surprise me if the National Weather Service could extend this severe warning more into Gillespie County, maybe even including my county where I live at, Llano County maybe, and maybe even Blanco County. We'll have to see what they do here. Again, I have eyes on the National Weather Service chat. If you don't believe me, let's go full cam. And right here is a National Weather Service chat, so I can see anything that they're talking about. Oh, wait, never mind. I gotta, let's go back. Something private was popping up. Yep, okay. So, some local meteorologists are saying a downstream warning for Gillespie. I'm kind of curious what the National Service is going to say. So, it's not just me. So do the local meteorologists here in the Austin area. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just a kid that loves weather and calls himself a forecaster. But still, the actual meteorologists are agreeing with me. Could we get a new downstream warning? We'll see. Okay, we got the chat. They should extend the severe thunderstorm warning. Hey, I agree. No thunder in Temple. Okay, no thunder in Temple, but we're getting some thunder reports south of Waco. Very interesting how this travels. These storms are just eruptious. Alright, National Service is typing right now, so we'll see what they say. What is the plan here, National Service? They have like multiple forecasters working tonight, or meteorologists at the National Service tonight. So yeah, right now we're just waiting because I'm trying to figure out. Let's see, Emily. No, it's not Emily. It's we should be back. I don't know what happened there. My I guess my Wi-Fi did not like. Did I just? Is that a flash of lightning? I can't tell. So, as this storm gets closer to where I live at, there's a pretty decent chance or shot that I may lose internet. If that does occur, I could be out for a while. So, I'm hoping that's not the case. Because we will be out for a while if I lose Wi-Fi. So just a heads up on that. You just saw that buffering we just had about 30 seconds ago. That's because there was like a big boom of thunder just a moment ago, which you all didn't hear because we were buffering. But as these storms continue to get closer and closer to where I live at, starting to notice some more impacts here. Just got a notification. Lightning is 3 miles to my south. So I guess right now is a good time to go outside, right? Y'all know me. I love going outside during storms. So we'll do a live report here in just a second. Let's see here. So once again, if you guys got comments, questions, or anything like that, feel free to throw them my way. Before we go outside, hopefully my Wi-Fi doesn't try to go out again. But okay, well, I'm going to continue to update you guys on this here. So one of the local meteorologists asked, "Hey, will there be a new downstream warning for Gillespie County?" They said, "Looking into it, we may need to do a special weather statement or a warning shortly." So they're kind of leaning more towards a special weather statement with this storm approaching Gillespie County. But I am still seeing a pretty decent hail core, a little small hail core with this. And now the hail core is kind of now out of the severe warning. So it's going to be interesting here what their decision and what their plan is going to do. Again, I don't exactly know what they're going to do. So we're just kind of waiting. And they should issue a new alert here in the next 30 seconds to 2 minutes from now. Somewhere in that window, we'll get that new alert. Will it be severe? Will it be special weather statements? Why is this severe warning brown? Oh, ping pong size hail. Okay. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Now's a good time to get a drink real quick. Well, how's everybody's night going? Hopefully it's going okay. Hail core. Yeah, we still got a little bit of a hail core with this. We're going to have to see what their plan is with this. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for the new alerts. Yeah, so there's still a tiny hail core with us, so I don't know what their plan is. If there's, oh, what's the winds looking like? It could also be a big factor. A lot of lightning coming out of this. 34, 33, and the severe warning, excuse me, has just dropped. 2:15. The severe thunderstorm warning was allowed to expire. So from what it looks like, they're going to throw out a special weather statement out for Gillespie County. Since the storm has weakened considerably, looks like it, again, the warning expired at 2:15 as expected, but I do still notice a small hail core with this. What's their plan? New severe warning or a special weather statement? I don't know. and that's what the National Weather Service said. They kind of didn't know. They're deciding on what they should do. But if a new weather alert got issued, it would be anywhere from Fredericksburg to Llano County, maybe even northwestern Blanco County. So, and they're typing in the weather chat right now. They're about to tell me what alert they're going to issue. It's kind of a game. Is it severe or is it special weather segment? Choose your options. So we're about to. So I'm about to get some intel from the National Service. They're gonna say their piece. Okay, good. It's on the weekend. Yeah, storm is weakening considerably, slightly, but it's still something we're watching. The person was typing and no longer is. So, oh, there we go. Now it's typing. Emily is typing. Again, I still notice a small hail core. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me had penny-sized hail, nickel-sized hail. And there we go. I mentioned this just a second ago. It wouldn't surprise me if we got a new special weather statement. Here we are, special weather statement until 3 o'clock in the morning. And I exactly mentioned the same counties. Blanco County over here, Llano County, and Gillespie County. I told y'all, I know the deets. I know what's going on. It even includes portions of Kendall County. I forgot about Kendall County. Hey, Kendall County, north of Bernie. Keep your eyes on this as well. Because of the strong winds. And looks okay. So they've issued a special weather statement this big for this cluster over here, and in this cluster down here. So, two storms, one special weather statement. That's what's going on. But I am starting to notice a little tiny, in the last scan here, the hail core is ramped up just a little bit now. Just right around 290 west of Fredericksburg. So keep an eye on this. Again, this is not severe. Again, we did have a severe warning, but no longer. Very interesting on this random dot of green. We'll have to come back to this here. That's still there. We'll be suspicious, obviously. But this says this storm will make a direct impact toward Buchanan Dam, maybe. I'm hoping this goes a little bit more northwest. I live right around in this area. I hope it hits me directly because I want rain. But we'll see what happens. Let's go to the radar in Williamson County. Okay, it does not pick it up super well. So yeah, it's mainly these two storms right now in the hill country where we have the strongest of the activity. I'm getting notifications about severe thunderstorm watches. I already know about this. Are they like updating the severe watches or something? Let's go to severe thunderstorm watch. What's going on? I don't see anything new with the severe watch. Goes until 5 o'clock. Yes. Nothing new. I don't know why I got notifications about severe thunderstorm watches. So let's turn that off. If you're in Temple, you're under a severe thunderstorm watch, by the way. Waco is not. So yeah, these are just mainly strong storms. Nothing severe anymore. But we can't rule out some more severe storms. I am scared of how does the storm in Palo Pinto look? Palo Pinto? I have not looked at that area in a long time. And I think I've forgotten where Palo Pinto is at. 1 second, let me do some research. Palo Pinto. Oh wait, county. Wait, is that yeah, it's a county. This is all the way towards Mineral Wells. Oh, okay. Alright. So just outside of our viewing area, but I will look towards your direction. As I've been told that I'm like the only person tracking weather right now that's in Central Texas or in South Texas. So you said Mineral Wells. or that's near Mineral Wells, I believe. Is that right? Near Mineral Wells? Please correct me if I'm wrong, or yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. But we have a severe warning, just in case anyone's watching Mineral Wells in general. It's 45 minutes. So yeah, if anyone's watching the Mineral Wells area by any chance, we got a severe thunderstorm warning happening in effect right now for young. Okay, yep, I was right. Okay. Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so severe thunderstorm warning for Young, Eastland, Stephens, and Palo Pinto. Hopefully I said that right. Counties in north central Texas. Okay, they consider this as north central. Okay. But north central Texas, under this, we got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, half dollar size hail associated with the severe warning. Kind of looks like a sideways rectangle, but severe warning for you right now. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there is a little tiny hail core, very tiny. This is the tiniest hail core of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. Heavy rain though, for sure. Velocity here. Can we see some of those strong? Whoa! Yeah, we got some strong winds. When you see a line like this, especially when it's brighter red, that's indicating some strong wind speeds. Maybe 30, 40 mile per hour winds, but gusting higher than that. Our radar is indicating 34, 30, I saw 40, 44, 48, 49, near 50 mile per hour wind speeds associated with this severe warning just towards the Mineral Wells. And I actually do have a National Weather Service chat just west of Fort Worth, so I'm actually going to switch over to that chat real quick and see what they're talking about. The reason why I have the weather chat for the Mineral Wells area is because Milam County in central Texas, well, Dallas-Fort Worth covers Milam County, so that's why I have access to the Fort Worth weather chat. So let me switch over to that. Is there anything they're talking about in this? Yeah, nothing. They're talking about nothing at all. Okay. Any rotation? Let's check that for you. Anything rotating? Nothing rotating, but there's likely a strong wind threat occurring. We're going to see that bright red. That's wind speeds upwards to 40 miles per hour, maybe even gusting near 60. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3 o'clock this morning. And they've just updated the severe warning now. And now the hail core has actually went up to quarter size now. Wow. You're awesome, young man. I'm so worried. Hey, you bet. But developing information, they've just upgraded the severe warning to quarters now. So that's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and figure out where that quarter size hail potential is at. So again, anyone just tuning in, we're in North Texas weather right now. We'll return back to Central here in a moment. So from my understandings, I believe that quarter size hail is right in this corridor. I just don't see it super well. I mean, today when we're doing severe weather in Gillespie County and Kerr County, you can see the hail very clearly. Today we can't. Velocity here. Wait, the velocity won't show me except for the winds. Let's go to vertical integrated liquid. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, some more thunder where I live at. But yeah, again, right in this zone, likely some heavy rain, quarter size hail right now. Just east of 207, just northwest of Franklin, northwest of La Casa, southwest of Caddo. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I'm pronouncing all these locations wrong. But I'm sure you're familiar with this area, so hopefully you're able to see the city names okay, or have an idea what I'm trying to say in the names. But right in this zone is where we're seeing some hail upwards to quarters, right around the 180 area, north of 207 near the Frank L area. Yeah, something to watch very closely. Let's see, but yeah, Once again, severe warning for you in effect until 3 o'clock in the morning. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. But yeah, if you think the storm is still concerning, let me know. I will take another look at it here momentarily. But yeah, you bet. You bet. Alright, so back here in the main local viewing area, monitor. Did Mother Nature listen to me or something? I said I hope this becomes more this way, closer to where I live at, and it's making a direction towards where I live at. Wow. I hope. I want rain. One thing I can tell you folks is we got a little hail core starting to intensify here and another little area here. Moments ago, they were starting to weaken, but now they're starting to return. So very, very interesting. Velocity. Fredericksburg. Wow. Strong winds. Kerrville. Probably a straight line wind threat trying to occur right now. We see green and red in the middle. That's where the strongest winds are at. That's where we have a dividing shift in the wind from north to south. So very strong winds just to the northeast of Kerrville. Oh yeah. Yeah. See this little bow effect right here? This is a damaging wind threat. Looking at velocity, you can see that damaging wind threat right in that zone. So as we continue to see that, this is this is starting to add up now. This is starting to make sense. This storm is a cluster. It's has a bow factor here. So it has like multiple curves. So it's a curvy storm, and it definitely has a whole lot of wind associated with this special weather statement. So a recap on warnings this evening, or not evening, it's morning. We've had one severe thunderstorm warning for Gillespie County for hail upwards to ping pong size. A special weather statement in effect for Llano, Gillespie, Blanco, and parts of Kendall counties until 3 o'clock this morning. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch activated across portions of the I-35 corridor in the metro from Georgetown, even Temple, all the way down towards San Antonio, and in every county in the Hill Country under a severe thunderstorm watch until 5 o'clock this morning. The current time right now is 2:30 in the morning. At least today is Saturday, not Friday, right? Because I'd be super tired, and I would have to wake up in 3 hours. But since it's Saturday, I can wake up whenever I want. Alright, still healthy looking storms. These are just isolated showers and storms have just developed from the storms near Kerrville, Fredericksburg, all the way down to northwestern Barry County. As of right now, it doesn't look like a severe threat for those areas, but something we'll watch. Monitoring new storms back out here towards the west. I did mention that we're just going to have waves of precipitation, how it's going to go. Most models saying a squall line or just complex of storms. It doesn't look like that. It looks like we'll just see some impacts from multiple different cells, multiple different storms throughout the next 2 to 3 hours across the area. I mean, these storms are moving at a decently okay speed and pace, but if I turn on our San Angelo radar, I mean, these go further back out west, and they're still developing back out here. So, I mean, there's just a lot of energy, and storms are just continuing to develop. They're just running. These storms are just running over each other. They're just becoming together. So, all the way to the northeast, rain chances continue for at least another next several hours across the viewing area. The greatest risk of seeing strong to severe storms here in south central Texas will be out towards the Hill Country, where we already had one severe warning this morning and a strong storm currently right now. So, as I mentioned, we got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect from Temple, which is our viewing area, but Temple under a severe thunderstorm watch, Williamson, Travis, Hayes, down to Bexar County under severe watch, and then we got Kendall County, Burnett, Llano, Mason, Gillespie, and Blanco counties again under severe thunderstorm watches until 5 in the morning on our Saturday. Let me take off that radar thing there, or radar banner. So of course, keep an eye on that. Severe warnings. How do severe warnings work? We're going to have 1-inch size hail in diameter and or 58 mile per hour winds. And that causes a severe thunderstorm warning. Considerable, which we have not seen yet in Central Texas. Hopefully we don't, but there has been a few close calls where we've almost had a considerable severe warning. How does this work? You're going to have 70 mile per hour winds and or have golf ball size hail 1 inch and 3/4 in diameter. And hopefully we don't get this tonight, but destructive tag. That means 80 mile per hour winds and baseball size hail. One of the two or both of those could cause a severe thunderstorm warning, or excuse me, with that destructive tag. And yes, tornado sirens do get activated when there is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Fun fact, if you have not been under one of those warnings before, or if you didn't know in general. I found that out 8 years ago when I lived in southeastern Kansas. I was under a destructive severe warning, or tornado siren. I was like, we're not under a tornado warning, we're just under a severe warning. And I scrolled down and I saw destructive, whoa, and then tornado sirens went off. So very interesting, right? Yeah. Tonight, we have a level 2 risk of severe weather, widespread across the area. This goes all the way from Mexico, United States, country line, all the way up towards areas all the way up towards Arkansas and areas well further toward the northeast. I mean, this is a massive area of severe weather tonight across the United States. Severe weather threat. The threat doesn't end. We could have another secondary severe threat probably for our eastern counties between 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow, where quarter-size hail, 60 mile per hour winds, and an isolated tornado threat is possible. For about another half an hour to 2 hours, we'll continue this level 2 risk of flooding for the northern tier of the hill country in our northern counties, and then that marginal risk of flooding pretty much everywhere else. Taking a look at your forecast tonight in the capital city, 58 degrees tonight. About 90% of our viewing area, I'm thinking about 90% of us in our backyards, measurable precipitation will happen, which most of us are already seeing right now, especially towards the hill country, which is good because we need the rain. We're under an exceptional drought for quite a bit of the areas here locally. Severe storms and yes, some localized flooding could be possible if we continue to see a trailing rain effect, which is meaning multiple storms and showers just repeating in the same area for a matter of moments and times. So rain chance timeline for your Saturday, about 50-50 shot of our aerial see storms as we approach after 6 in the morning. So a 50% rain chance, and then Sunday through Friday, big old goose eggs, no precipitation chances in our forecast. So as we take a look at your 7-day forecast in the capital city, again, cold front is about to get out of our area fully. 63 degrees for our Saturday. Look at this. Yeah, 60s this weekend. What happened to the 80s and 90s and near triple digits? Well, that's gone. We're going to get a break from it. How does early fall taste like, guys? I like fall. Fall is my kind of weather. I also love winter. So I don't mind the 60s for highs and temperatures in the 40s and 30s. But yeah, kind of a chilly weekend for some. Question is how long do the clouds last for on Sunday? If the clouds stick around for a while, we'll most likely stay in the 50s. Most of us will stay in the 50s on Sunday. If we see more sunshine, we could have some areas approach the 60-degree mark, or maybe a degree or two warmer than 60 degrees probably. And in sunshine, Monday through my birthday on Friday, April 11th, tons of sunshine, 70s and 80s. And the question has been, for the past 2 weeks now, will we hit 1,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel? So, of course, this YouTube channel has been around for about 2.5, 3 years now. I know, it's been a while. I've been doing YouTube for... Can't believe I've been doing YouTube for about 2.5 years, 3 years. It's been wild. It's wild. But we're currently at 989 subscribers, so we're just 11 away from 1K. That's just really weird for me to say. So, I was gonna throw this out. Thank you to everybody that's been sticking around and supporting me here with my enthusiasm of wanting to become a meteorologist and with forecasting the weather. So, yeah, just 11 subscribers away. Very wild. I know. And here in a few weeks, we're about to launch some really cool stuff here on the YouTube channel. So if you think right now stuff is, okay, it's kind of cool, just get ready in a few weeks. We got some more impressive stuff coming soon. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Alright, so let's return back to the weather. That's what you're watching, right? Yeah, you're watching the weather. So, bet you no other weather channel right now is covering special weather statements unlike I am. It's because I actually like tracking storms. I don't know, that's my reasoning. I like tracking storms, so that's why we're on the air a little bit longer tonight. And again, I plan to be here for maybe a couple more hours. I don't know. So, alright, I'm going to break this down here. So, my thinking here throughout the next couple of hours, if you are, or these storms right here, right here, right here, right here, and all these storms back here, our focus is now down to this zone. Right in this zone is where we'll have the potential of where large hail and our damaging wind threat will continue. So again, shifted more in this direction now than further north. But eventually this will all push to the north. But things are still trying to get going right now in these areas where you see those bright colors of orange, yellow, and red. Looks like rain is about to happen for me here soon. Okay, it looks like this thunderstorm that was severe in Gillespie County that produced ping pong sized hail is going to make a direct hit to where I live at. And I live right in this area, and it's going to make a direct hit to where I live at. Wow, what a twist. It's going to come right my way, but it's not going to be severe. So, or I hope it will. Never mind. But keep your eyes on it. And then we got this secondary storm right behind there as well, just south of Fredericksburg. And this will make a run towards Marble Falls, according to the latest track here. Taking a look at our velocity tracker here. See what the winds look like here. And yeah, some strong winds associated with this. Again, we have a special weather statement in effect for these couple of counties. For nickel-sized hails, the threat and wind speeds around 30 miles per hour. Nothing too bad, but still something we're watching. Once again, if you guys have questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to throw them my way. If you guys have any updates on weather in your area, let me know. Throw that my way as well. If you're hearing thunder in your location, feel free to tell me. If you're watching weather in this area, please let me know. So have a general idea where some of our viewers are watching from, or even if you're not in the area, let me know where you guys are at. So again, have an idea where people are at. And it also could help with some future coverage in the future, especially when it comes to severe weather season and even winter weather too. Alright, so yeah, just strong storms right now. That's what we're tracking. Nothing severe anymore. We're just going to have to trust and keep our eyes on these storms down here. Could these storms strengthen? Could these storms potentially have a hail threat here soon? Maybe so. But it will definitely take some time as these have recently developed and are starting to get going. Radar over towards San Angelo, picking up on storms as well. Light to heavy rain happening right now in the northern hill country. Towards Mineral Wells, towards even Saba, Comanche, Coleman, Brady, getting some good storms right now. New scan came in, still seeing some pretty good rain. South to San Angelo, rain near Rock Springs, more rain towards Del Rio. Here in our viewing area, here in central Texas and parts of South Texas, again, storms mainly happening north of San Antonio. That's where we have most of the activity, most of the action right now. We have something in the chat here. You are doing great with the coverage. Thank you very much. It is currently 2:40 in the morning. I am starting to lose energy. Like, there's been a few times where I've almost tripped, fell, and almost fell asleep. I'm like on the edge of. You guys are probably noticing I'm starting to lose my enthusiasm, I guess you could say, of tracking strong storms, but try my best to stay on air as long as I can instead of just sleeping. You know what will wake me up? Let's go outside. We're gonna get some lightning. Again, I live right over here. We got lightning bolts, storm coming. Let's go outside. Let me get a sip of Dr. Pepper first. We're gonna go outside, have some fun for like a few minutes, and then we're gonna let my dog start barking, and the whole house is gonna wake up because of me. So this is where the coverage gets even more interesting. Interesting is probably the very correct word to use and say. There's my remote. There we go. Okay. All right, joining on mobile. We're gonna switch over. Alright, hey guys. Streaming from my phone. I know there's a little watermark, kinda. It says using Droid Cam. That's what I'm using to use the radar. So if you ever want to use a radar like that, or radar, if you ever want to use a camera on OBS, use Droid Cam. Recommend it. But again, you got that annoying thing there. Oh, anyways, again, we're monitoring the storms for you on radar. These are coming closer to where I live at. Again, I live right in this vicinity, so these are pushing to the northeast. We'll have to see what happens here throughout the next little bit. It's got a lightning notification 14 miles to my west. Some lightning popped up. So, we'll see. Ooh, a little hail core starting to develop near Fredericksburg. Okay. The storm is strengthening just a little bit, so we'll have to keep your eyes on this just to our south. All right, let's have some fun. Let's go outside. Time to wake up the entire family and the dogs. All right. We are outside. Temperatures are in the upper 50s right now. And there's a light wind. You guys are looking towards the south right now, where a apparent thunderstorm is towards my south. I do hear a little bit of thunder in the distance. You probably can't hear it because it's very quiet though. Lightning right now. I don't know if y'all saw that on camera. There's also some sprinkles occurring. There's my Wi-Fi. Oh! So yeah, we got some pretty good lightning, a lightning show happening. I'm standing near my weather station, and I hope y'all can see this. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. I hope y'all can. I don't know. But again, lightning show in the sky right now. There's some thunder in the distance. Again, storm getting closer and closer to where I live. The lightning happened so fast. I'm trying to look through my phone. I can't really see it super well on my phone. I need like a really good lightning strike to pop up. The wind is increasing. So we got cooler air from the storm. So yeah, I'm outside right now. A lightning notification to my south 15 miles. Okay, some lightning to my west. Oh wait, I actually have a storm chaser tool that we could use. It's a anometer. Can't pronounce it correctly, but I can measure the wind and temperature change. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head back inside and I'm going to grab that instrument that I have lighting on. I'm going to stand outside and wait. So we're going to wait a second. I can tell from my visual eyes, I see completely darkness. Like I see like a cloud where it's just dark. And then ahead of it is just gray. So it's gray and black. And it's black over here. I don't think I've ever seen a cloud that's this black. Like y'all won't be able to see it. It's so dark compared to it being nighttime right now. So let's grab that instrument. So now we're back at the weather center. Still got the hail core near Fredericksburg. Storm is getting closer and closer to where I live at. Again, it's just to my west. So I'm gonna wait maybe another minute. Wait like 3 or 4 more minutes. No new alerts. Alright, so let me go ahead and find this anometer that I was talking about, where I can measure the wind and stuff. It's a really cool instrument. Here it is. I think I should wear my sunglasses outside. There's some thunder. Okay, here it is. This will help out a lot. So we're about to go outside. We're about to intercept this storm. Again, this was a severe thunderstorm warning earlier for parts of Gillespie County. Now it's in Llano County. And now it's just a good old storm with some wind. I live right in this area, so I'm just waiting for this to continue pushing to the northeast. Interesting. Starting to connect. So you'll have a general idea where I live at now. Just about. So we're going to, next phase, let's go ahead and go outside. Just got a notification lightning was 5 miles away from me to my northwest. Again, we're going to be using this new instrument that we have never used on live streams before. It's called an anometer, where I can measure the wind and temperature. So let's go outside again. Oh, by the way, my weather station says it's 58 degrees right now with a severe thunderstorm watch. Alright, so we're going outside. We're going to intercept the storm. Alright. Oh, we got tons of sprinkles now happening. Right there. So we're at 73 degrees. That's not right. Just give that a second to update. No clouds right now. I mean, no wind right now. No lightning either. It's kind of quiet out here, not gonna lie. Kind of spooky. A fat drop of rain just fell on my head. Oh, yeah, there's a lot more sprinkles coming down now. Don't know if it picks up on camera though. Lightning. Oh, there's some wind. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 5-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Wait, the storm's coming in from my south, so I better stand like this. But we won't get the storm though. But me standing in this direction is increasing the wind. .71 Oh! Here in a moment we'll get a big boom probably or something. Bring the boom. Hopefully the lightning or hopefully Wi-Fi don't go out. But when the lightning is that bright, that means the storm's getting closer. Here we go. Oh, I hear some loud wind coming. There we go. Here's the wind. Here we go. 6.4 miles per hour. Very slow. I can actually hear the rain on the other side of the town, I think. Or maybe it's just wind. Here's another gust of wind. I hear louder wind coming. .9 miles per hour. More lightning, didn't get on time, dang it. Here's some wind. 3, 2. Again, 60. The temperature is not right. It's still going down because it's not 69. It's in the 50s right now. Here's another gust of wind. Oh yeah. 6.9 is the highest so far this evening. Sorry, oh wait, no, 6.9 is the highest. Or tonight it is. Here's another, oh, here's a good gust of wind. Oh, here's another good gust. Here we go. Why is it's not calculating the wind correctly? Wow, see that lightning, guys? Here's another big boom of thunder again. I hear the rain intensity is starting to increase. It's cold rain. 6-mile-per-hour winds. The rain is coming down. I can confirm we got cold rain happening. I'm going to wait a little bit longer though. Until it's a little bit heavier. I want to get some of the thunderstorm wind at least before we go back inside. More lightning. Didn't catch it on time. Dang it. Again, the temperature is cooling down as we're live outside. Again, we're streaming live in northeastern Llano County. I hope we're still on the air. Don't know if we are. I hope we are. But again, we're using this anometer. It's measuring the wind and temperature where I live at. Again, a thunderstorm barely to my north or barely to my southwest. It's coming my direction. Rain is coming right now. Temperatures are dropping. As you see, 66 degrees. It's actually in the upper 50s right now. It's been inside too long, so that's why it says 66. So the temperature is updating. Here's a good gust of wind. Again, the highest wind gust we've had so far is 6.9. Oh, I hear loud rain coming. I'm about to get drenched. I'm about to get drenched. Can y'all hear that? Oh, fat drops of rain. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. We got rain. It is raining. Rain is coming, guys. I'm so happy. I was right. Alright, rain is happening. Oh, hey, perfect timing, lightning. Oh, it feels so good to be in the rain. I haven't felt rain in a long time. No, I'm kidding. It's been like 2 weeks. My shirt's getting drenched. Alright, so we were right. It is now raining. I am drenched. My entire equipment is soaked. Yep, moderate rain happening right now. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's go ahead and return back over to the live stream. I'm just... I guess. They're saying stuff in the chat. They're saying a special weather statement will get issued for Orlando and Burnett counties for a half-an-inch hail. So, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on that. And I just issued it. Alright. Alright, we are back, everybody. Chief Forecaster David. We had some fun out in the rain. It rained well, it's still raining right now. But once again, I am just completely drenched on what Mother Nature has to give to me. So thank you, Mother Nature. Yeah, I am soaked. When I was gone, I guess my laptops have decided to do an automatic update. So they're updating. And guys, it is 3 in the morning now. This is wild. Man, we have to go back outside. Sounds nice out there. Okay. Oh, I saw some lightning. I don't know if y'all saw that lightning flicker through the window. Alright, I know, I apologize. If it sounds like I'm tired, it's because I'm kind of tired. Because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I haven't stayed up to 3 o'clock in the morning in quite some time. So, again, bear with me as I'm running my body system's just going like, going very slow right now. Alright, so they've issued a special weather statement. It does include where I live at. Wait. Did y'all see that? I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but more lightning flickered through the window. Wow. Are we gonna have to do the rest of the stream with the lights off in here? Should we do that? Turn the main lights off. This would be a fun stream doing that, just letting the lightning flash. You know what? We're doing that. We're doing that. Let me, there's a lot of lights I gotta turn off though. Let's do, cam and screen share 2. Let me get, our radar to return back on here. Lightning alerts, okay. By the way, guys, there's about a 70% shot my Wi-Fi will go out any second now, or in the next few minutes, because of this. And guess what? More rain right behind it, so lovely news for me, because I love the rain. Alright, we're just going to sit in the complete darkness, and where I am at least, and just going to let the lightning flash in the back. Should I have the main light turned on? I think the Alexa, turn my light off. Alexa, turn my light off.
The David's room isn't responding. Please check if the manual switch is turned on. The device has power and is online.
Okay, it's on. Alright, so we have so if the power were to ever go out during my live stream, well, I don't have a backup generator, but if the power would ever go out, I have a backup studio light in here. We're actually running off it right now. So, again, if the power would ever go out, I have this extra light that would be on. Well, the entire house would have no electricity. Actually, no, I think the whole house would. I'll have to test this out one day. But you can tell that the backup light is very bright because it's close to me because it's literally right over here. How does the green screen look right now? Yeah, let's not use the green screen. Let's just go this. What's it looking like right now in Bee Cave? Well, the rain is really coming down. Should we go back outside? Can y'all hear the rain? Yes. My Wi-Fi may go out as we approach. We are at 3 hours and 3 minutes of streaming. My Wi-Fi may go out, just a heads up. So we are in a Wi-Fi outage zone. So don't be surprised if you see buffering here in the next moment. Ripped my porch off, man. The winds ripped your porch off or something? What? So it's going to continue raining for quite some time where I live at. Ooh, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on we're gonna have to keep our eyes on this another line of storms developing further back towards west of Kerr County. One second, I gotta sneeze. Sorry guys. Sneezing at 3 in the morning while the lights are off. What am I doing tonight? Okay, let's go ahead and go back. Okay, you said, what do you see where I'm at? You're scared. Okay, let's see what's going on. Lightning strike where I live at to my northwest, 7 miles. Did y'all hear that? I don't know, we're going to have to go outside here in a minute. I want to go outside anyways. Nothing severe for where you're at, but just heavy rain to your northeast, mainly just moderate rain in your vicinity right now. Looking at velocity to see if you have any strong winds and taking a look. There is some winds, but nothing too crazy to pose a severe weather threat. It would be cool if the channel hit 1K subs shortly. I know. I'm trying my best to survive for maybe another hour or two. Or no, when I started the live stream, I was like, I can do this all the way until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is now today. We're halfway there. But I'm trying my best to survive, guys. We may have it at time. What I'll probably do is if I go to sleep, what I'm going to do is it will be a radar. It's just gonna be the radar playing and the storm music, and then I will come back very shortly. So we're only 12 subscribers away from 1K. That's wild. My birthday is April 11th, so just to add that, will we hit 1K on my birthday or a few days before my birthday? We will see. It's not raining as hard as it was moments ago. I wonder why. But it says a heavier band of rain is about to come my direction. So, any moment now, we should start to see the Storm TV studio here lit up in white. Should I turn off the studio light? Should I turn off the backup lights? If I turn off the backup lights, it may be very difficult to see me, just to throw that out. But I can do that. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do that. So let's go ahead. Go back here. Man, me doing this is like I'm about to go to sleep. But we're not. So, if any lightning happens, you guys should be able to see it clearly. You're probably wondering, what are all these bright lights around you? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screens, or excuse me, 8 screens by me. So that's why there's still light in here. I got 8 different devices, monitors, whatever. Oh wait, looks like I may no longer see rain for a while, probably. Maybe, I don't know. We'll wait for a new scan. It's 3:03 in the morning. It's 3:08 right now. So a new radar scan should come out any second now. Man, I am getting significantly tired. Like, I don't know if this has ever happened before to y'all, but when your body knows you've stayed up too late, you start to get a small headache and you start to get a running nose. That is happening to me. That's not good. Not good. But I'm going to manage to be here for a couple more minutes, maybe. I don't know. If things start to really pop off some more, we'll stay on. I'll stay on as long as I can. But if nothing pops off, which nothing's really happening, we'll probably have a radar loop planned soon. But I'm gonna be honest. This mainly looks like a damaging wind. Well, no, I don't know. This mainly just looks like good old heavy rain, and occasionally there could be a strong storm or two. It may be a severe warning occasionally as well. That's what it looks like. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious. What does it look like right now in Bee Cave, Texas? Texas, yo. Ignore the green screen. I don't know why the radar's not popping up behind me. Well, My Wi-Fi is either horrible or the camera does not work. Oh, wait, nope. Wow. Camera is full on broken. Some thunder. Did we get that new radar scan as promised? Oh, we did. Okay, so it is showing storms getting closer and closer to where I live at. So, yeah, we turned off the lights. Perfect timing. Any moment now, we should start to see some crazy lightning in the distance. So it should, like, flash. Don't know if y'all heard that, but it was like a big, it was like a boom kind of, not really. Wait, I'm gonna turn the audio on the stream on my phone. Okay, on stream it sounded like a little growl. Okay. It sounds like a little growl. That wasn't my stomach. Trust me, that was not my stomach. That was thunder. It wasn't my stomach. It sounded like my stomach rumbled, but no, that was actual thunder, not my stomach rumbling. Okay. Oh, if this storm gets closer, like the core of this storm that's causing the special weather statement, and it gets closer to where I live at, we may go outside again. I can verify it is no longer raining in my house, and now my Wi-Fi is saying my Wi-Fi is going bad. Okay, we should be back, hopefully. Again, at occasional times, my Wi-Fi may be a little terrible. New scan came out. Okay, this storm is starting to strengthen up a little bit. And it should be raining at my house right now, and it's not. Oh, I hear some thunder. So yeah, you're probably wondering, you're just joining the stream, probably wondering why are the lights off. It's because I'm trying to wait for the core of the storm, which will stay to my south of me, but it should create an amazing lightning show. Trying to see if I can catch any of the lightning flashing my windows. I actually have a cheat. I have blinds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the blinds, and I'm just going to hope for the lightning flashes. I think I've done this before. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Now, the blinds are open, so this will give me a better opportunity, or give us a better opportunity to see flash. And then if anyone's driving on the roadway, they're going to think I'm crazy. This is definitely one of the latest streams that I have done. Actually, no, the latest stream I've ever done with Central Texas weather was about a month ago, and that's when we had unexpected severe weather in like middle of March. That was the latest stream I've ever done. Like I did 6 hours of national weather coverage. Then I was planning to go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And we had random severe warnings get issued across the area, and then it lasted until like 5 in the morning. It was weird. Just got a notification that rain should happen at 3:20 where I live at, so any moment now we'll get some rain. So once again, if you're just joining the stream, as I mentioned, I'm out here in my weather center. I'm just here in the dark. I have the blinds open. You know what? Let's go full screen on my camera. Here's behind the scenes. I have the blinds open right over here. Are we lagging? We're kind of, no, we're not. All right, so I have the blinds open back over there. So if any lightning happens, boom, flash, it would happen. So that's the whole point of me we're just waiting. We're just sitting here waiting for lightning to happen. So to make the stream more entertaining, if y'all want, y'all can comment on the stream if you want. Let me know what the weather's happening in your area. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. Well, this will probably help time fly by. But yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, with this being one of my latest streams, it's probably the second latest stream I've ever done. Again, the latest stream I've ever done was till 4 in the morning. And then today it's 3:15 in the morning. So today be the longest stream I've ever done? I don't know. Well, like, staying up wise, not in total hours. We've only been live for 3 hours and 16 minutes. We may, to wake me up even more, we may go outside. Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache, becoming a little bit dizzy, and I'm becoming nauseous. So I don't know what that means. You're doing great with this? Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, as y'all can tell, I'm kind of out of it right now. I mean, I would never typically ever do this. And now it's raining at my house. I got a notification saying rain would happen at 3:20. It's 3:16 and it's raining. 4 minutes early. Okay. Not that bad. 4 minutes early, not horrible. Not that bad, right? But take rest when needed. Yeah, I almost fell like 4 times doing this report, using the green screen, going back and forth. I almost fell a couple times, but I've caught myself. But yeah, 3:15 in the morning, or excuse me, 3:17 in the morning. I'm just waiting for my Wi-Fi to go out at this point, because typically when it rains super bad, that's when my Wi-Fi goes out. But look at this. The heavier rain band has decided to develop further to the southwest. I live right in this area, and the heavier band of rain has developed further to the northwest now. So that's great news for me, I guess. Very interesting. Heavier core of the storm to the south, though, in my southern portion of the county. We'll continue to track this, but it says the majority of the lightning and stuff is toward my north and to my south. But now it's really starting to rain. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Can y'all even hear the rain? I don't know if I can. I don't even know if y'all can hear the rain or not, too. So yeah, my apologies. If this part of the stream is boring to y'all, I'm just kind of out of it right now because it's late at night. But at least I'm still here, right? Yeah, I'm still here, still trucking on. I'm just waiting to see if a storm happens. Even my monitor decided to go to sleep on me. Yeah, waiting for lightning. That's all I've been waiting for the past 10 minutes. Storm's getting closer, though. Just got a new alert notification. Let's go to our alert system here. Oh, yeah, that's in Oklahoma. Let's got a new notification. What is it? Lightning strike northwest, 9 miles. This sucks. This is south. Right here is south. Over here is north, which I don't have a camera position north, but my south is over here. New notification. Well, I'm getting notifications about Marble Falls. That is all the way to my southeast by about 45 minutes. Oh, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? I'm watching the stream replay right here. Okay, y'all could kind of see it. I was looking at the stream replay and I saw some flashes. Lightning strike 3 miles to my south. I literally said, I just need lightning to my south. And literally just 3 miles away from me, lightning happens. I'm going to reposition my camera. So just ignore the background. Yes, that is broken right there for some reason. I don't know why. But it's broken. Just ignore this. Just pay attention over here. You know, I'll keep the weather chat dimmed. We'll keep it how it is right now. It says that the heaviest part of the storm with a lot of lightning should come to destruction coming in from the south. So if I quickly go to bots, if we go to this screen right here, you can see that if you look towards the I forgot. I don't know. I'm like focused on the sky at the moment. So heavy band of rain coming. Trust me. Again, that's a stream replay. I have it right here just to know if I'm buffering or not. That's why it's down there. Alright. Y'all saw that, didn't ya? Little flashes. That counts. It popped up. So again, if you're just joining the stream, we are currently sitting here taking a break from the weather, even though the weather has came to my house. So now I'm just sitting here listening to the rain and watching the lightning. And y'all get to watch it live with me. We could go outside again. I'm like, my shirt is still pretty damp from rain moments ago. Could y'all hear that thunder? I don't know if y'all could. But yeah, thank you to everybody that's tuning in to the severe weather coverage here on the Storm TV Network channel. Again, we're just focusing on San Antonio and Austin area weather. As this takes a moment to, ow, that hurt. So I live right in this area here, getting some light rain. Oh wait, before I look at the radar. Oh, wrong button. Wrong share screen. So I live like right in this zone, and the heavier rain is to my southwest, and it should come my way. Oh, are you serious? There was a lot of lightning just right now. And when I just get off full cam, boom. More lightning. The storm is here. Come on. Quit talking about the radar. Go to the... Alright, so again. Thunderstorm at my house. Oh. Yeah, we're starting to see a small hail core starting to develop just to my south. Why to my south? Oh, you know me, I love hail. If you don't, I do. I love hail. But anyways, small hail core developing to my south. I'm keeping my eyes on it. It's actually towards where my friend lives at, so I'll have to see what she's likely asleep, but we'll see what happens. Man, no more lightning? I got excited for no reason. Alright, so here's the radar. I swear, if lightning happens, I'm going to crash out. But yeah, look at that hail core. It's starting to develop just to my south. But I'm watching it closely as this continues to strengthen, as this continues to progress more to the northeast. Here's some thunder. Will lightning soon? Question mark? Yeah, y'all know I typically never do this when we're live. That's how you know I'm really tired. lightning, caught it on stream. Alright, the rain is really intensifying. Alright, it's pretty decent thunder. Oh, I didn't know I missed out on some lightning moments ago. More lightning. More lightning. Very little lightning. Again, we're just sitting here and I'm amazing the lightning and how I was correct about rain tonight. This is probably where my Wi-Fi is about to go out. Noticing some darker red popping up, coming right towards me. I'm kind of curious what it looks like on camera. More lightning. Oh, here comes a big thunder. Oh, 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 we're about to get a big, probably. It's here, guys. The storm is here. Oh my. Oh, thunder is shaking and my wall is shaking.